Falcon fans, Falcon fans, Falcon fans, and of course, Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. One time for the fan. We'll be back talking Falcons football. Um, and hopefully we can get through this podcast in a positive way. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Hell, anywhere you can find One Time for the Fan, we are there. T. Wilt, big shout out to you, sir, for my ATL Sports. One Time for the Fan. Big shout out to Miss Carey. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out to everybody who's tuned in tonight. Go ahead and tag your Falcons friends. Go ahead and tell your Falcons family. We are now talking Atlanta Falcons football. Don't know how much Atlanta Falcons football I want to talk about on tonight's episode, but I guess we have to talk about what One Time for the Fan represents. And of course, you know that's the Atlanta Falcons fan base. T. Will, former ATL Sports, One Time for the Fan. How's everything going with you, sir?
Going well, sir. How goes it with you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, last time we had this conversation, we're talking about ways the Atlanta Falcons can get better, finding out how they can, adjust and, do some things that, make the fan base feel a little bit, better about themselves for the rest of the season. And then we get to today. All to the 2-9 New York Jets. Is that what it is? 2-9 New York Jets. Now, we didn't have a podcast last week. As you know, I was down there in New Orleans. So I don't know if we want to talk about that for just a moment or we want to get straight to today. I mean, the title of the podcast is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The 2025 Atlanta Falcons season is now in the books for us. I know there's some games still left, but for most Falcon fans in this fan base, they're pretty much done. Sitting at 4-8, you technically do not have a chance of making the playoffs. Seeing that the Bucks and the Panthers won today, seeing how the Panthers and the Bucks still have to play each other twice coming up. So technically, at this point, it's between one of them. We just saw on NFL on Fox that the New Orleans Saints are now eliminated from playoff contention. And I'm sure the Atlanta Falcons will be getting that notification soon as well. But still, Tebow, we are here, Atlanta Falcon fans, talking Falcons football the best way we can. Are we disappointed? Are we upset? Yes. But we do have to continue on with our lives. Am I right with that, Tebow?
That is correct, sir. Life must go on.
That's right. We still got those Atlanta Hawks who's up against the 76ers right now. Tebow, what's the score of the 76ers game? Do we have
119 to 117. 76ers are up in OT. Oh, wait.
Hawks just scored. Yep, 119 in OT.
3 minutes left in overtime.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, hey, life goes on. You know, you got the Hawks, you got the Braves, you got the Georgia Bulldogs.
Bulldogs with a big win the other day, too, as well. You know, they get a chance to go play in the SEC championship game coming up against
Alabama.
The rivals, Alabama Crimson Tide at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 4 p.m. matchup next week. It's going to be a lot of people in the Benz on Saturday. Don't know about Sunday when we play the Seahawks. But, yeah, big shout out to those Georgia Bulldogs. But T-Will, just going back a little bit to that Falcon-Saint game, right? Now, we was having a good time down in New Orleans, even with a record of where we were. And fans kind of figured, hey, this team's not going to make the playoffs anyway, so Falcon fans making these trips to these away games needs to stop. And, fans showing up to the stadium, they need to start boycotting this stuff and all this other type of, ridiculousness that's going on within the organization. But that wasn't the case. Falcon fans definitely took over New Orleans. I'm sure you saw the pictures and the videos, T-Will, from what happened last week. Falcon fans turned up in a major way. That is our rivals. And if you do not know about that, now you do know. And that's kind of like, even with a losing season, that's kind of like our Super Bowl right there, like beating up on the New Orleans Saints, right? Because fans love that. They know it's a big-time rival. Just like next week with the Georgia Bulldogs, beating Alabama at Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to have a good feeling for Georgia Bulldogs fans going forward, knowing that they have a chance to make the college football playoffs and win the national championship. You do have to get past Alabama at one point because they are, tough team in the SEC. Same for like what it is in the NFC South with the Falcons playing up against the Saints last week. So Falcons come away with a big win over the New Orleans Saints. And of course, the parades and the parties and the entertainment and everything, that was still going on. You can't beat that. But Falcon fans had a little bit of hope leaving that game, T. Will, saying, you know what? We got the Jets next week. Maybe we can get a streak going. Maybe we can get something positive going here. Maybe we can help save Raheem's job. For the ones that wanted Raheem here, either on the team or in the fan base. But T. Will, that was not the case today, as the Atlanta Falcons come off a big win last week against the New Orleans Saints. Fly up to New York, 40-something degree weather, cold, muggy, rainy environment. And T. Will, they lose to the Jets 27-24. So with that now being said, the Falcons sit at 4-8, the Jets sit at 3-9. All playoff hopes are pretty much lost at this point. I don't even think there's a 1% chance the Falcons can make the playoffs. And at this point, T. Will, there are some fans that's looking at it saying 2025 season's in the books. Let's focus on 2026. So I need to get your thoughts, T. Will, about what really went wrong today. Let's start with the Falcons Jets, right? We got some fans in the stands here in the chat, so we're going to get to a lot of the fans that's talking Falcons in the chat. A lot of your questions too as well. But T. Will, let's talk about what happened today, because there were some fans that did think, and I'm guessing some players as well, looking at the 2-9 Jets thinking, oh, we're going to roll these guys. We're going to beat them up. No way possible they can come out with a win, even against a banged-up Atlanta Falcons team, even against a team that has 4 wins on the season. We should have this game in the books. I mean, we should be 5-7 at this point. But T. Will, we are now 4-8. We have the Seattle Seahawks next week. But I need to find out from you, sir, former ATL Sports, one time for the fan. What happened with the Atlanta Falcons today? And chat, you can definitely react to this today too as well. What happened with the Atlanta Falcons today versus the Jets? Was it the coaching? Was it the players? Was it the $20 nachos that they were serving in the stadium? I need to know what went wrong with the Falcons and Jets. We're not going to be here till no 10, 11, 12 o'clock talking about these birds. Around 9:20, 9:30, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up, because for me, I can't be spending all day on this type of stuff, man. I'm a positive guy about this team. I love this logo. I love the birds, but I also got NBA 2K on pause right now, and I'm finna go do something positive with my night. I'm finna let this night get away because we just lost by 3 points to the New York Jets, one of the worst teams in football. But T. Will, let's talk about it, man. What happened?
Well, first, your special team spots some 10 points. And number 2, this team was quarterbacked by Tyrod Taylor, who is a veteran. And look, no disrespect to Justin Fields, but you're talking about a game manager who knows he's a game manager, who knows he's got to do just enough to win. You're not going to get a world beater from Tyrod Taylor, but he can keep you in the game. And the Jets have a decent defense. So, look, their strategy had to be, we're going to hang around and see what we can do. It comes down to your special.
Wait, I'm sorry, T. Will. A 2-8 team, a 2-9 team telling a 4-7 team, we're going to hang around with these guys and see what we can do. A 2-9 team is saying that.
This is why you got to understand context. A 2-9 team with Justin Fields quarterbacking is different than a 2-9 team with Tyrod Taylor quarterbacking, because certain mistakes Tyrod Taylor isn't going to make. He's a veteran, okay? If it's 3rd and 5, he might get you 3rd and 6. He's not going to throw it for an interception, though. And we saw that play out today. He did not take unnecessary chances, and they ended up winning the game. But the bottom line is it comes down to a muffed punt by the Falcons when they didn't have to on the goal line, and once again, terrible special teams coverage. I'm surprised they didn't give up a touchdown. I mean, look, they ended up getting to the 2-3 yard line.
Almost did. It got down to within the 10-yard line. Almost did.
It was a field goal then. And then when you needed the receivers the most, David Sills and Mooney both dropped passes. And, there you go. I can't really put this on coaching. I really can't. We put ourselves here. We should not be 4, and we shouldn't have been 4-7 coming in here. We put ourselves here.
And what do you mean by we put ourselves here? By we lost to an 0-2 Panther team by 30 points early in the season. Correct. We lost to a Dolphins team that had 1 win early in the season. Correct. We have a couple games where the Bucks game we lost. Koo can't make the kick. Right. You have the Colts game in overtime in Berlin where we have some issues there too as well. But then there's some other games you can look at and say, this Falcons team, some fans were expecting this today. Some fans went into this game and said, we're going to lose to the Jets.
Well, look, winning is unfortunately kind of a science. You know what I mean? There's certain guys that they know how to win. They know when it matters most, you can't make mistakes. They know when it matters most, you got to catch a ball that's 3rd and 10 that hits your hand. They know when it's on the line, you got to catch that slant and not let it go between your arms. You just got to take that hit, and we couldn't do that today. And to be honest with you, we haven't been able to do that all season.
Now, for Mooney's case on that play, T-Will, Mooney was covered pretty tight on that case. And plus, it was a low throw, too, as well.
That ball went through his arms, sir.
Okay.
My daddy told me if it hits you in the hands, it's your job.
You're supposed to catch it. Now, if you want to say it like that, if you have a wide open guy like David Sills running across the field, I mean wide open. I mean, you can put him, you can Photoshop him and put him on an island the way that Kirk Cousins threw that ball, and David Sills was wide open, and sure enough, the guy drops the pass. But a couple plays before that, fans were cheering about this guy being brought up, and he scored a touchdown, and look at the moves and his hesitation, but he drops a wide open pass.
Yeah, when he's caught they both should have caught it, right? So you can't put that on coaching, right? You can't. Either you catch it or you don't when the game is on the line, and we didn't catch it, right? Now, you could argue, should we have gone out and gotten another receiver maybe? Yeah. Okay.
Could have brought up Chris Blair, could have brought up Nick Nash, but for some strange reason, they're preseason goats that we don't see in the regular season. I don't understand what's going on with that. But
Chris Blair, yeah. But I mean, look, the thing about it is we put ourselves here through bad coaching and through bad playing, and at this point, we are 4-8. The season is all but over. So let's look forward to next year. And I guess the main question is, are they going to bring back Raheem? Are they even going to bring him back? Now. If they don't bring him back, I guess the next question is, who are they bringing in here? But they understand Arthur Blank typically gives his coaches 3 years, right? So on the one hand, you have that working for Raheem, that the norm, even in bad times, is 3 years, right? What's working against Raheem is the fact that this is the most talented Falcons team that we've seen, and we may not even finish above 500. Right. And that is bad management, and that is underperforming. Right. And that is solely at Raheem's feet. So I don't know what they do, but as far as this game is concerned, you can't. I can't really go back and look at any decisions that were made and say, well, this is Raheem's fault or this is whatever. We couldn't pull it out when it mattered. We could not pull it out when it mattered. 3rd down and 7, that ball hits you in the hand. David Sills, you got to bring that in, bro.
Which 3rd down are we talking about? The one where it was 0 for 1, 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 1 for 5? Because we was pretty bad on 3rd down conversions.
When the game's on the line, in the last series that you have, you throw a beautiful spiral. It hits him in the hands, and he drops it for a 2nd down play. And then you come back to Mooney on 3rd down, and it goes through his arms. You got to make those catches. You just bottom line, you have to make those catches.
Right.
You want to win. If you want to be a winning team in moments like this, you have to make those catches. Bottom line, period.
And there was a couple throws that Penix had early in the season to David Sills on a random 3rd down and 10. I think it was the 4th and 15 play against the Patriots, and he threw it to Sills, and it's like, Why is this guy even in the game? Like, who brings this? Who brought this guy up? Like, why? Cordell Hodge is a healthy scratch. You're already down receivers, and you got 2 receivers sitting on the practice squad that you don't call up, that fans want to see, that they know can go out there and put the best effort to go and make these type of catches. Chris Blair, Nick Nash. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at practice. Obviously, we're not there, so we don't know. We can't ask these questions in the press conference because we don't even get the right answers. But I'm sure fans want to know why Chris Blair is not being called up. You saw Chris Blair in preseason. It's not an Easton Stick type of thing. Oh, only if Easton Stick's in that quarterback, Chris Blair has to be in. No, it's unacceptable. Ray too as well. Ray kicked the can. He's down in New York. Who knows what's going on over there with Ray? I haven't even heard about him since he left to go to New York. Ike Hilliard, the wide receiver coach situation. We had a wide receiver unit that needed Ike Hilliard. Even after the Drake London situation, even after some of these players, Casey Washington, a healthy scratch. You needed these guys today. You needed Hodge on special teams. Now, I'm not saying 1 or 2 players would have made a difference, but you never know in these situations when what? Jamal Agnew is catching the ball, trying to receive a punt on the 5-yard line, which even Madden players know. Let it drop. Let it go in the end zone.
Let it go.
Just let it go. Dun, 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 dun,
Looks like another love TKO.
Come on, Jamal. We brought this guy in to do what? To become the special teams guru back there, to help us out, to put us in a situation where, hey, man, this guy can get his yards and kick returns. This guy can get his yards and punt returns. This guy can do what he was doing in Jacksonville and so on in the past years that he's played in the NFL. He didn't do nothing for us this season. He was injured most of the year, and then he damn near, because there was a lot of plays that you can say cost the Falcons today, but that touchdown was one of them.
Yeah.
That touchdown they gave the Jets, and as soon as they scored, who did they turn the camera to? They turned the camera to Agnew. That's the one thing I hate about the NFL. They'll put the spotlight on a player in a bad situation. Like James Cook fumbled right there from the goal line, Steelers score, turn the camera right to James Cook. It was your fault, wasn't it? Same thing for Jamal Agnew. If he would have never fielded that punt, if he would have just let it drop. Just let it drop. Let it go into the end zone. Put a block on somebody, put a hit on somebody, do something, but don't try to field the punt. And then Raheem, I think, called it out afterwards about the special teams. Now Maurice Williams seems to be on the hot seat for the Atlanta Falcon fans too as well. There's pictures of Raheem, Zach Robinson, and now Maurice Williams with the X crossed out because fans are just truly tired of what they're seeing. I'm keeping some of the comments up on the screen so you guys can really read them right now. Normally we just blaze through the comments, but these fans have been with One Time for the Fan for a while, and they not only support and respect the show, but I want everybody to see, what these fans are talking about when it comes to, how they're feeling as fans too, as well. As you can see, Dwayne Ruffin in the chat with the today was the day, so much promise. Even Dre ATL said, Falcons fan, has been a minute. Our season is officially over. Like, just seeing Dre ATL back into the chat, that's his first comment on the screen. He gives the what's up one time, but the season's officially over. So yeah, kind of disappointing to see that. T-Will?
No, I mean, you're 100% right, man. Special teams cost us today. It's not the first game that special teams has cost us. It's not the second game. So if we're ready to get rid of Raheem. Not Raheem. Maurice. Was it Maurice Williams?
Maurice Williams.
Yeah, I think it's about time. Special teams unit has not been good all year, and they cost us today once again. There was that lapse in coverage where the guy runs it back, all but ran a touchdown, gave up 3 points there. And
you had Pinion running a 4-flat trying to catch this guy. Bradley Pinion at 50-something years old trying to run and catch this guy like he's running the 100-meter dash.
Shout out to the defense for holding them to a field goal there.
Right.
They had the ball on the 2-3 yard line. They could have easily folded.
You're playing a 2-9 team. So I'm thinking, if you was playing the Chiefs or the Colts or one of those teams, that's a touchdown plus a 2-point conversion, one of those type of teams. But the Jets, holding them to a 3 points, I mean, that really shows that that's a 2-9 team. But then again, you end up losing to that same team.
Well, you lost, but again, Jack, you got to look at it in context. You had Tyrod Taylor quarterback in this team,
How old is Tyrod Taylor? Is he Kirk Cousins' age right now?
I don't know. He's at least in his mid-30s, but I know that he's been around the league long enough. He's an ultimate game manager, and you have a really good defense with the Jets.
Bro, that man is 37 years old.
Yeah, but again, he's the
running around like a damn rookie out there.
He is Trent Dilfer. If Trent Dilfer had more speed and could scramble a little bit, he is the ultimate game manager. And you have a really good defense. So, again, this 2-9 team, was not a regular 2-9 team. That's bottom line. And secondly, the Falcons need to learn how to win. Mm-hmm. They need to learn how to win. When the pressure's on, we fold. Bottom line. We fall.
Last week against the Saints, the pressure was on too as well. I was sitting in New Orleans in the Superdome like, you better not lose this game. You
Saints
better
beat themselves. The Saints beat them. If I'm being honest, the Saints beat themselves. Okay? I don't even count that as a victory. That Saints team could not beat Ohio State. That's how bad they are.
No, that Saints team is pretty bad. Even talking to some of the fans in the stadium, I mean, they only showed up. And let me tell you something. What's the Saints record? 2-9? Same like the Jets?
Yes.
That stadium was packed.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon fans, listen to me as you are sitting at 4-8 and you have the Seahawks coming into town in your building next week. The Saints are 2-9. That stadium was packed. You should have heard the noise when they scored the touchdown. Most of y'all saw the videos on my page. At one time for the fan on IG. Most of y'all saw the videos on my story. I had it on there. I was in the stands. I was sitting behind the Saints bench. You should have heard these jokers when they scored. Did the same thing. Down, damn dancing around like they goddamn going to the playoffs. And they turned to me and said, it's all about beating you guys. That's all it's about.
I love that. I love that. Because
2-9.
It doesn't matter. But see, Jack, when you're a real fan, the records don't matter.
Right.
They don't matter.
So what is that going to say about the Falcons next week when Seahawks fans show up there, knowing that they're going to the playoffs and fans are sitting in the Benz like, what's going to happen? First of all, we already know what's going to happen at the Benz next week. Let's not even play it like we're going to show up like it's the Chiefs playoff run. The Falcon fans are not showing up next week to the Benz like that. I saw my boy today mention in the chat, mention on Facebook. He has a big ass tailgate he throws on every week. He said tailgate's done for the year. I'm done. Fans in the chat, like what? Fans in the comment section. What do you mean? What do you mean the tailgates are done, bro? We look to you to come for these tailgates, bro. Like if we're not going to the stadium, we're going to the tailgates. This joker said, I don't care. We're done. Season's over. No more tailgates.
Let me tell you the difference between Falcons fans and Seahawks fans, or Falcons fans and New Orleans fans, or Falcons fans and Giants or Jets fans. The Atlanta Falcons fans have high confidence, but very low self-esteem.
Oh my gosh.
The New York Jets, the New York Giants, the Seattle Seahawks, they don't have high confidence, but they have high self-esteem in their team. Meaning, if their team wins or loses, they're not going to sway. Yeah, they want them to win, but they're not going to sway when their team wins or loses because their self-esteem does not come from winning or losing. You get what I'm saying? Whereas Falcons fans are flash and confidence and all of our self-esteem.
Right. You go 0-2 seasons over. You're 1-2 seasons over.
Most of us. And a lot of it, again, there are ways you can look at it. A lot of us have trauma and just don't want to admit it. It's like a bad relationship, Jack. Let's say you get with somebody and they cheat or you cheat or what have you. The next time you stay out to 2:00 in the morning, they're wondering, where are you? Right? Because now they're triggered. They're triggered. And a lot of these folks, 28-3, 2012, NFC Championship, 27, they're triggered. They have triggers.
Someone say it's a curse, T-Will. Is it a curse?
No, I don't think it's a curse.
Right.
I don't think it's
Somebody
a curse.
said ever since they got rid of them churches and built that Benz.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but Matt, let's be real. Matt got old, right?
Mm-hmm.
We really hadn't had a quarterback until last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hired Raheem Morris, which clearly was a mistake. So, bottom line is, no, I don't think we're cursed. I think that we've made some poor decisions. I think we need to correct this decision and bring in a coach who can help Penix develop, bring in a coach who can help with the offense that we have, bring in a good defensive coordinator, and let's see what we can do. Look, you still got Bijan, you still got Drake. If you can make Penix into a decent quarterback, you have your own set of triplets. You got a chance. It's quarterback-driven league, right? All is not lost.
So we got to rebuild?
No, I'm not going to say rebuild because, again, I don't.
Because we're going to need a new head coach. We're going to need a new offensive coordinator. We're going to need a new special teams guy. We're going to need a new quarterbacks coach.
Retool.
Oh, retool. Revamp,
retool. A rebuild is you tear it up from the ground.
Okay.
You let go of everybody.
Okay.
You need a new quarterback. We have offensive weapons. Even if we lose Tyler Algier, even if we lose Kyle Pitts, you still have the triplets, which are Drake, Bijan, and Penix.
Well. Now, you're going to have fans on both sides of the fence on that because there is no timetable for Penix right now. You're not going to get a guy August the 16th.
Penix for 3 years. You have Penix for 3 years.
And he's going into his third year right now where he is injured.
Correct. Well, which means
fans do not want to sit and wait and think about if he's going to be ready to play.
The fans need to the fan needs to I don't know, make like a milkshake and chill out. Things do not always go your way. Fans, get over it. I can't stand this. I didn't have a score when I was a kid playing Little League generation, so I expect everything my way. Toughen up, Buttercup. This is
are you going into the offseason, T. Will, looking at Kirk Cousins, looking at the contract, looking at the money, looking at salary cap and everything? Are you going into the offseason saying, "Oh, everything's going to be fine because mid-October Penix is coming back"?
You know what? No,
because you could be possibly 0-4 if you make the wrong decisions, and then here comes Michael Penix. He's going to come save the day.
You could. I mean, I don't know. It just depends. It just depends.
You see how you got to sit there and think about that? That's how the fans are doing when it comes to Penix. Well, Can we wait to think about, is this guy going to be ready?
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about next year with
right. That. Well, we have to now because we're on to 2026.
I'm not worried about it. What I'm worried about is who can you get. So if you cut Kirk, which was the original plan, who can you get that is decent? And to the extent that you can't get anyone decent, you might have to keep Kirk. You might have to, right? If you can't. Let's say Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones have a 2-year contract with San Francisco?
2 years. Don't know what San Francisco was getting ready to do, but I think with less than $5 million, I think it was on his contract.
If they don't want to trade him, right, then who's out there? So the first thing you got to do is look at who's out there, and if you can't find anybody, then you might not have a choice but to keep Kirk. But if you keep Kirk, What is that? How does that impact your salary cap? That's what I need to know.
Right, and Kirk ain't taking no pay cut right now, especially.
I don't think he should. He should.
But we have a special guest joining us today. Is that okay?
Hey, it's your show, sir.
It's your show.
I'm just an employee.
No. This is one time for the fan. This is from the fan for the fan. We got 21 Carey in the.
We got 21 Carey in the building. What's going on, 21 Carey? How you doing?
I mean, I could be better, but I'm still doing good. I'm still standing, right? So.
Isn't that a song, I'm Still Standing, by Elton John? Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Yeah. Jack doesn't know that song, Carey.
Carey's still standing, but there's a lot of fans that keep on falling in, like Alicia Keys. They keep on falling.
They keep on falling?
It's sad right now, Falcon fans. Carey, we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons season, Atlanta Falcons today against the Jets. What went wrong? What is the future? Because it's not like Lane Kiffin's coming in here from Ole Miss next year, right? I mean, we're looking at possibly even Raheem still being the coach due to the tradition of Arthur Blank keeping head coaches for 3 years. And you're also looking at the situation of what you do if you don't know about Penix in the future, of course, is that. And then you have the situation today with the Jets where, hell, you got wide receivers can't even catch the ball. You got players on healthy scratches when you need some of these guys. Kerry, what is going on? What is going wrong with this team? And next week, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who's on their playoff push right now, getting ready to walk into the Bend. So, Kerry, just your thoughts. You're a very passionate Falcon fan. People love to hear what you have to say. Kerry's one time for the fan. So, of course, Kerry, the platform is yours here for the next couple moments here. Please tell us what is going on with these Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, hey to everyone. And, man, it's rough out here, honestly. But I'm going to be real honest with y'all. I'm a diehard Falcons fan. We're all diehard Falcons fans. But this team is just really bad. And unfortunately, they have the talent, but they don't have the coaching staff. And I'm not saying that the whole coaching staff is not competent, but a good portion of it isn't, in my opinion. And unfortunately, I've said this multiple times this season, can really good talent outplay bad coaching? I don't think so. I know a really good coach can, coach up unproven talent, or maybe a guy who's not a great player, but then he plays very well under, a good coach. I just feel like, man, this team has underperformed. They play up and down to their competition. That's why I told you, Jack, weeks ago, can't count that that game as a win, even though they're a terrible team that's rebuilding and they only have 2 wins. I think at that time they only had 1 win. Can't count anybody as a win, especially a bad team, unfortunately. So for me, I mean, in my humble opinion, the coaching staff is just it starts at the top, unfortunately, and this team just looks so undisciplined, and I don't know, it's so sad because we have the talent, we know that as Falcons fans, but I don't know, I just feel like it's just rough out here. Special teams just lost us this game, truly, and it's not the first time that's happened this season. I don't understand how Agnew is still our return man. I mean, he's just unfortunately been not good enough this season, and it cost us 7 points today. So, but he gets, he's continuously ran out there as the return man. So that's again coaching. But
as a total, special teams cost us 10 points. You had the other guy run back the kick all the way down to the 10-yard line. They ended up with a field goal.
It was like the 3, wasn't it? It was very close. It was
close. I mean, the Falcons defense held up, but it got points out of it. If you would have made the stop back there at the 10 or the 15-yard line on the other side of the field, who knows what would have happened, because the defense did make a stop, right there on the 5, 8, 7, whatever yard line the guy made it back to. Like I said, Pinion is out there running like Usain Bolt in the 200-meter and trying to catch this guy, which should never have happened. But even T-Will, like Kerry's saying, and of course, look at the comments from some of these fans in the chat. D.A. Hunter, wasted season. But yep, life goes on. Craig came in here to crack jokes about us, but Craig said the team is so bad he can't even crack jokes about me right now.
Wow.
It's like, we'll let Jack live today. We're not even going to crack no jokes about him. Smooth C said it all comes down to coaching, and I know we don't have the right staff in the building. You got DFU over here in the chat too as well. Seriously frustrating how this season has turned out. Not once this offseason did I see us in the predicament, but that's because we always look for the good. Rise up, hit that subscribe from my guys, because there's a lot of Falcon fans that we do think about the positive things. We don't think about the negative of what could happen with this team. Because T-Will, before the season started, on paper, Raheem gave us the cake and ice cream before he gave us the pizza, right? He gave us the dessert before he gave us the damn, he was telling us how good this team is. And of course, the kicking situation and Michael Penix Jr. and Drake London and Bijan Robinson, which I think he got right with Bijan Robinson and Drake London and all those guys. But T. Will, when it came down to it, when playing these games, the coaching just wasn't there all the way. And I can't hate on Jeff Ulbrich all the way because how many sacks we have right now? Like 40-something sacks right now through the season?
Yeah.
I can't just put it all on Jeff Ulbrich. But then again, you have some games where you let Bryce Young go for 400 yards. Team offense. You have some games where the Colts, they just went crazy on the offense, total yards. Like some of those games we had to trap. What's up, Kerry?
To that point, Jack, like honestly, the defense has been very good and so much improved, like night and day difference from last season. But they in critical moments, man, I don't know. Sometimes they just I don't know. They can't get a stop and when it counts sometimes, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, it's like they've came up big as far as like trying to win us games. They've multiple games this season they've done their part to win us a game and the offense just is completely incompetent and the same thing goes for the special teams. So I really can't give much, criticism to the defense overall, truly.
I watched some games earlier this year. Of course, everybody watches NFL games. But look at the Colts-Chiefs game last week. When the Chiefs were down, 9-10 points in the fourth quarter with not too many minutes left to go. Oh, Hawks.
Hawks
Oh,
win. Let's
Hawks
go.
win. Wow. Now, that's a team that seems to be coached pretty well this year. The Hawks, without Trey Young, this kid, Jalen Johnson, man, he's pushing the MVP race right now, T. Will. 41 points, 14 rebounds.
Dang, he killed it.
He's killing it.
7
He
assists
is killing
tonight.
it. And we don't even have Trey right now. Just imagine what happens when Trey comes back. It's gonna be very interesting. But yeah,
my question for you guys about Jalen Johnson, can he play wide receiver? Because we need one on third down. Falcon fans, you see what's going on in the chat. Dre TL has a question for everybody in the chat. And of course, we'll use this on the panel here too as well. I'm going to get back to what I was just mentioning about the Chiefs and Colts game. But Dre TL wants to know, who are some of our picks for the next head coach?
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, that's a name that fans have brought up too as well. I think the Colts offensive coordinator, some of them I can't remember what his name is, but some Falcon fans I talked to said they wanted him to be the next head coach. But then again, he's having a solid season with the Colts now. Why would he leave? But then again, you got guys like Ben Johnson, who had a nice season with the Detroit Lions too as well. He got the hell on. You had a guy like Billy Sluitt, who had a nice season with the Houston Texans.
Team in the NFC right now.
Who? The Bears? That's right. The Bears are the number one team. Right now, they said the road to the Super Bowl goes through Chicago.
Wow.
That is so random that this team hasn't had a winning season since 2018, I believe it was. 2018, 2019. And don't forget, don't we have – is that Grady Jarrett and Drew Dahlman over there too as well?
They are smiling.
It's all about coaching, man. He has that team. They're playing lights out for him. I don't know if you saw him in the locker room. He's pulling off his shirt. They're hype. It's all about coaching. Just like Caleb Williams, he didn't look the greatest last season either. But look, he's in a great coaching situation now, and now he's playing much better.
And like the OC was telling him too when they won a couple of games ago, he was like, "We're not done yet. We still have a lot of work to do." Then they go out there and they beat the Eagles in Philadelphia a couple of days later. Falcon fans,
well, right now
that is true, but the Eagles also are getting ready to go to the playoffs.
Are they?
The Giants finna catch them in that division? The Cowboys ain't finna catch them in that division.
The Cowboys might. The Cowboys just beat them the other week.
Well, we don't want Jerry Jones celebrating for shit, man.
We don't, but I'm saying, hey, don't
discount Dak.
Yeah, the Eagles are what? What are they? I
think they're 8-4.
8-4 now?
Right.
They got to play the Cowboys one more time?
We'll see. We'll see. I know who's not going to be in the playoffs. Hey, Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Dre TL has a question for the chat. Carrie, who are you thinking about next head coach?
I mean,
if it's not Raheem.
If it's
because Arthur Blank's in there like, 4-8, but
man, I have so much respect for Arthur Blank, but let me tell you something, okay?
Oh boy, let me tell you.
Go ahead, Carrie. No, go ahead and say it.
No,
go ahead and say it.
I have the utmost respect for Arthur Blank. I truly do, but I just don't know. Like, I have to question you as just a a person making decisions as far as the organization goes, if you like literally are like you're looking at your season in review and you're like, okay, well, let's see, what did you do good? What did you do bad? How did the team well do? Did they do well? Did they do bad? Oh, another losing season, another playoffs missed. How did you improve as a coach? How did the team improve under you second year? I just don't
How
know
much
how
for
you.
Arthur Blank falls on the coaching versus the players for him? He's looking at it like, well, Raheem did do this, and he did try to build off this, and he did bring in Zach Robinson to change this up, but Penix got hurt, and this guy got banged up. And how you think Arthur Blank's looking at that, or is he
No,
looking at
no,
everything as a
he
whole and
shouldn't
saying,
be.
Raheem, you messed this up?
No, he shouldn't be. He should not be looking at injuries because every team has injuries. That's no excuse. And so you flaunted that you got the best backup in the league. So I don't want to hear anything about Penix going down because they also were talking about Penix is the future and Kirk is the now, and he was supposed to be the quarterback for 2 years anyway. So I don't want to hear the injury excuse. To me, I would love for somebody, and I'm still waiting. No one has told me what has Raheem done well to improve this team. What has he done well as a head coach? Honestly, I feel like this team is getting worse, like from last season to this season. I mean, honestly, what are we? I cannot tell you. And the answer to that question, all I know is our Atlanta Falcons are 6-14 in the last 20 games. We are
Mm,
now 12-17 under Raheem Morris in the last 2 seasons.
mm.
And
Is he 32-55 as a head coach? Is that stat I
uh
saw earlier?
You know
30,
what? You know what?
Was
Not
it?
to cut
30.
you guys off, but it's about time for Kerry to sing that song, Jack, because
Oh,
we
you
got
better be
a
kidding.
super
We
chat.
sure do
Oh
have
my
a
ears.
super chat, Miss Carey.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna skip past
Send
some
the
of these
super
comments, but we're gonna go
chat.
right back to it. I don't
It's
want
worth
to.
it just to hear her say it. It's
Let's let
worth it just to
finish what
hear
she
her
has to say
say
because
it.
we're gonna get to this super chat. And so many fans are here talking Falcons football with us tonight. We love you all. But Carrie, go ahead
Great.
and finish up what you
No,
had to say
you go
about
ahead
Raheem.
and read this. I would love for you to do the honors, Jack. Please read the super
Well,
chat.
we're waiting on you to say the super chat first. I
Oh,
mean,
I
then we had
just
to get to it.
did. I
She said
said
it.
it. No,
Oh,
don't try to
oh,
give
I
me
didn't hear it. So,
credit.
Carrie, you want to go ahead and say it again for everybody in the chat?
No, I did it. No, not doing it again. No.
Ah, she did say it though.
With a
She
winning
did.
season, Carrie be saying that shit loud. Super
Oh
chat.
wow! Wow!
I
Oh
would too.
wow! Oh wow!
Craig's
Okay.
in the chat. Craig found $5 to roast us. So let's see what it says here. Give me Bigelow as head coach, Miss Carey as OC, T Will as water boy, and Jack as the custodian. I need high quality HTO and spotless bathrooms.
Mama says alligators are ornery, Craig. Mama says
Shout out to
alligators are
Craig.
ornery.
Shout out
Water
to
sucks.
Craig.
Water really sucks.
Oh my gosh, Craig, you could have saved that $5 for your phone bill, but you decided to give it to us. So big shout out to Craig here.
Oh wow!
Talking
What up,
Falcons
Craig?
football
What up,
and throwing the roast out. I knew Craig was getting ready to roast somewhere. Remember his first comment? It was like, I want to roast Jack so bad, but this team is just even worse. What do I do? Craig over here with the super chat. Craig is a diehard fan for Falcon fans that do not know. He's been in this chat for quite some time, talking Falcons football with us and cracking jokes. And that's the good part about One Time for the Fan. When we say from the fan, for the fan, there's fans like Craig, fans like Berto, fans like Smooth C and 82 Monte Carlo, and fans that's been here for a while. They understand One Time for the Fan. They know that we're a positive group of Falcon fans that love to talk Falcons football. But we will take 5-10 minutes to, break the ice somewhere else and crack jokes on each other. Or even when Big Low's here, like we had a good time with T Will when he turned into G Will and he wanted to go find the cash ATL and all that type of stuff. Like we have our moments where we will just crack jokes and just have a good time. And you have people like Craig who can, even during a dark situation, he can find the light. The Falcons are not doing so well right now, but Craig with this super chat, it does go a long way. Don't care if it's $5, $2, $1. I don't care what it is. Craig will find, some type of positivity in the darkest situation with these Atlanta Falcons, because if you look across social media, like honestly, Falcon fans, go look on Facebook, look into Facebook groups, look into Twitters, the Discords, Hell, even on your PlayStation 5 chat, go look. Everybody is talking about how the Falcons are not looking like a very good team right now, and it's the coaching situation. It goes to the special team situation today. It goes to back when we lost to the Bucks week 1, back in preseason when we wasn't playing some of our starters. Koo missing kicks too as well, where he had to get up out of here. The Ike Hillier situation, the Ray McLeod McDonald situation. What's Ray last name? I keep fucking it up. My bad. Ray McLeod. Okay, Ray situation when he had to get up out of here too as well. Even the healthy scratches from some of the players that you needed today, some of the coaching decisions, even from last year, going back to the Commanders game when we didn't use the timeout and all this other stuff, and Jimmy Lake and Zach Robinson's offense. There's so much stuff fans are pointing out, but you have fans here in the chat, that enjoy what one time for the fan says about the Atlanta Falcons and says to the fan base, because at the end of the day, T-Will, I got to go to work tomorrow. Same for yourself. I'm sure for Kerry too as well. We got family. Of course, a lot of you in the chat have family too as well, where you don't want to spend your 24/7 focus on the Atlanta Falcons to where you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't talk to your friends in a nice way. We do this because we enjoy talking with the Atlanta Falcon fans, talking about the organization. And even through these dark times, we still believe that there was going to be a better day for the Atlanta Falcons to come. I always tell my friends, every team is going to have their day. Like, I don't know if it's now or later, but even the Jaguars are damn near winning their division right now. Like, I saw the young dude, Jarnell, he was talking shit on Instagram the other day. Duval. He wasn't saying that a couple years ago because the Jaguars were trash. Same for the Bears fans, same for the Colts fans, same for all these teams that are making noise right now.
But Jack, were they all having the same thing in common? They hired new coaches.
They all hired new coaches. They all took a step back to look at how to take a better step forward. And here in Atlanta, this is going on 8 years, I think 9 years of disappointment since the Super Bowl, the year after the Super Bowl. Fans want a change, right? And even William Amy's in the chat. Shout out to Craig for the super chat. We're going to get to some more of these comments. William Amy has been here since, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago, saying he's waving the white flag. He doesn't believe this team can make the playoffs. So maybe we owe William Amy an apology, because we was telling William Amy, no, William, that's not the Falcons. We're going to bounce back. We're going to get it together. William Amy said, no, not with Raheem at the head coach. That's not happening. As you can see him in the chat, nothing positive about this organization. Well,
hang on 1 second. I keep hearing that, and I don't.
There's some good in this organization. I can tell you right now. There's some good.
Here's what I will say. If you think this organization is bad, most of y'all were not around for the Smiths, okay? Because the Smiths did not want to win. They wanted to fill the seats. They did not want to win.
Is that the group that wanted to move the team to Alabama or move the team out of here?
They wanted it. I know the owner was Rankin Smith.
Yeah, Rankin. Yeah.
You were only going to get but so many resources committed. They did not extend big contracts to players, and if you said anything, you were out of here. So I cannot let you come for the organization if you do not have the historical perspective to understand what you're saying. That's number one. Number two, the first consecutive, that means 2 in a row, years of victory that we had were under this organization, being the Arthur Blank-led Atlanta Falcons. You drafted Matt Ryan. You made at least 4 playoff appearances. You made at least 2 NFC championship appearances.
Got an MVP out of it too.
You got an MVP out of it. You went to a Super Bowl. You didn't win, but you went there. So the organization is not the issue. And maybe we need to make some changes, but I'm not. You guys act as if this organization has never experienced success, and I can't let you do that. Now, if you want to talk about the coaching staff, hey, have at it. Have at it. This is a 3-ring clown show. I agree with you 100%. But I cannot, we are so quick to forget, guys. 2016 was not that far ago. And these things are cyclical. They are. So the teams that are winning now, they may experience a few years of success, but guess what? In a few more years, they'll be right back where they started from. Some of them will, some of them won't. Tighten up, Buttercup.
We all remember how bad the Lions were. We all remember how bad the Lions were at one point before Dan Campbell and before some of these coaches changes that they made over there. Even the Bears, nobody was counting on the Bears to be 9-3 this season. Even for the Colts, nobody counted on. Wait a minute, isn't the Colts quarterback the same guy who couldn't do shit with the New York Giants a couple years ago too as well? And even for like Saquon Barkley with him being over there in New York, then he went over to Philadelphia. Sometimes it's the circumstances that you're put in, man. And I think for the Atlanta Falcons, like last year, the swag surfing at 6-3, and everybody's riding the wave that Kirk Cousins brought to the Atlanta Falcons, and then slowly but surely it went downhill. And T-Will, on this roller coaster ride, it seems that we cannot get back uphill. And that's the problem, because we go through a whole offseason. We go through a whole situation of, hey, we got a new defensive coordinator, and Zach Robinson got an offseason to work with Penix, and we're going to turn some things around. We got some new guys in the building. Shout out to Divine Diablo, man. You got to do whatever you can to keep this guy.
God, that guy's been awesome.
Keep this guy at all costs until 2046.
Awesome.
And it's like we can't find a way to get back uphill with this team, and fans – even for next year, are looking at the Penix situation, and if Raheem is the head coach, and if Zach Robinson is still here next year, you got some fans that's over there waving the white flag too as well. There are some fans that want a new head coach, and if you don't get one, they're not all in on the Atlanta Falcons. You got some fans who want a new quarterback, and if they don't get that, they're not in on the Atlanta Falcons. There are some fans who even said trade Bijan for picks at this point. And it's like, what are they talking about?
Those aren't real fans, right? Those are the same people that come to church and tell the pastor, we with you, win or tie, Reverend, win or tie. But if you lose, you're out. You're not really a fan, because your fanhood is contingent upon wins, which is a very flawed way to look at it. The reason people who root for the Giants, the reason it's so sweet when they win a championship is because they were there in 2-degree weather when they sucked year after year after year.
I remember the Bills being bad, but Lord mercy, Josh Allen came over there. Now they're building a stadium for Josh Allen right now.
But my point is, you support a team because you support a team. I'm not saying you got to give up your life. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you got to make your team your church. You should not. You should have a life. But if you're going to support a team, then support a team. Otherwise, you're not a fan. You're just something to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to, you're throwing a damn tantrum. Don't watch.
To your point, I got people on Twitter today telling me that the Falcons are losing because of me, because I'm not
they're just stupid.
I'm not boycotting the team. That's why they're bad. We got to boycott the team. Let me tell you something. You I'm not going to tell anybody how to fan. You fan how you want to fan. I'm a fan how I'm going to fan. So you want to boycott the team, you boycott the team. Yes. I want to support the team no matter what. I'm going to support the logo above any coach, above any player. I'm a Falcons fan. I'm not a player fan. I'm not a coach fan.
You're right.
Coaches come and go. It's a job to them.
You're
Players
right.
come and go. Unfortunately, I'm a Falcons fan, so I'm always going to be a Falcons fan.
Yes.
And I'm going to support my team when they lose, when they win, when they draw.
Yeah.
And to me, like, it's insane to tell somebody that, how they should be a fan, what they need to do as a fan. They need to boycott the team so that change is made. It's a sport. It's a football game. People are supposed to just enjoy it. I get times are rough, but you don't need to be attacking other fans.
But people are in this blood, sweat, and tears like the players at this point, Carrie. They're in this like the fans that's calling out the ones that went to New York today. You should have never went to New York to go see that Falcons team play. You can't tell Falcon fans to go enjoy what to enjoy and what not to enjoy. If Falcons played in Australia next week and I wanted to go to Australia, I'm going to Australia too. I don't care about the 4-8 record. I want to go to Australia. The game is only 3 hours. When I went to London a couple years ago and Desmond Ridder put out that DoorDash performance, I sat there and I said, you know what? This is embarrassing to watch this team go and lose to the Jags. But guess what? I'm finna go to Windsor Castle tomorrow. I'm finna go check out what this castle.
Thank you.
I know that.
And just to that
Yeah.
point, it's like it's okay to have criticism for the team. I mean, we've only won 4 games, right? We've lost to the Jets, we've lost to the Dolphins, we got embarrassed by the Panthers. I mean, it's okay to criticize, right? Because as of now, like it's bad. So it's okay to do it in a respectful way without like, bashing players or going crossing the line. It's okay to criticize, but at the same time, like I just think it's uncalled for to talk crap to other fans for caring about their team and supporting their team no matter what, like being a diehard fan. I'm sorry, you want to be a fair weather fan and boycott the team because they're not winning? That's your business, but I'm going to be a diehard fan. So,
Somebody that's never experienced failure.
And that's why I give a shout out to that Sacramento Kings fan.
Yep.
Who was going at Zach LaVine the other day. Zach LaVine, you played on 3 different teams in the NBA? This Sacramento Kings fan is a season ticket holder, and he's calling out Zach LaVine not playing no defense. Sacramento Kings are one of the worst teams in the NBA. But he knows about the environment. He knows about the fan base. He knows what Doug Christie's trying to do with the team. He knows that they have a really good roster. But he's calling out Zach LaVine not playing no defense. What does Zach LaVine tell him? Zach LaVine tells him to go home. I tell him to go home. That man's he's going to be there after Zach LaVine leaves the Kings.
Yep.
Rooting on the Kings.
Wow.
So for a lot of these fans, we love these Atlanta Falcons. We love the logo, the colors, the bird, the dance, the music, the parties. I understand that we're not winning right now, but when we do win, we're going to remember a lot of these fans that stuck through the thick of it, they had to deal with the problems. I told y'all when I went to the Super Bowl back in 2016. That was the longest drive, driving 12 hours to Houston from Atlanta, but it was the quickest drive driving back. I probably got back from Houston in 4 hours after that game. It took me 12 to get down there. It took me 4 to get back. And Fox 5 was driving faster than me. They passed me on the highway.
I think there's a character issue with a lot of these younger fans because they didn't play with scores growing up. You know what I mean? In Little League, there was no score. We don't keep score. And the problem with that is if you don't lose, if you don't learn to lose when you're a kid, you don't understand losing when you're an adult because nobody ever kept score because there was never anything that would hurt your little feelings. Look, life is hard, man. You don't win everything. You don't get your way in every situation. That's all that fan was doing, Kerry, was throwing a tantrum. You shouldn't go see. If you don't sit your punk ass down, I am so sick and tired of this generation's soft ass.
I saw a fan today on my timeline.
No, sir.
I saw a fan on my timeline today, T-Will.
I am tired of punk ass fans coming after real fans. Look, if you want to boycott, fine, but shut your mouth. Right. You're not Norma Ray. You're not going to cause a movement. If you're too much of a punk to sit with us, to stand with your team, then go sit your soft cream cheese ass down somewhere else. We don't need you.
He was using them WWE words.
We don't need you. The bottom line is this, okay? I support my team because I support my team. Whether they are 1-16 or 16-1, whether they make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, or they lose it 28-3, I'm going to be right here every week talking about my Falcons. And anybody who wants to come on. But
you've been a fan of the Atlanta Falcons since when?
Since 1977. And for you punk ass cream cheese ass, what you ain't seen nothing.
1977.
The Falcons were terrible. Okay,
I gotta hand it to T-Will.
You ain't seen nothing.
T-Will, 1977. You've been a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan.
Yes, about 12 presidents. Yes, that's how long I've been a fan. So, again, when you come and tell me, oh well, you shouldn't go to the game. No, shut your mouth. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to say this, and I got to go because it's 9:36, and this is going to be my shout-out, and then I got to go. My aunt passed yesterday, my auntie Frances. Shout out to Shout out to Auntie Frances. She was like a second mother to me. In the past year and a half, I've lost my mom, my Uncle Snooky, and my Auntie Frances, which is basically the adults, sans my father, who died in 2020, who raised me. So this is for them. Auntie Frances, you taught me long division. I appreciate you. But the point I'm making to those in this chat is there's so much more to life. Okay? Yes, the Falcons are having a bad season. I get it. I understand. Chill on the we need to boycott because there are bigger things at play. There are bigger things at play. Chill on telling folks not to travel. Who the hell are you to do that? Who the hell are you? If I want to travel, because I'm not just going to see the Falcons. If I go to Germany, to Jack's point, I'm going to see some other sites. I'm going to live, baby. I'm going to enjoy life. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Because guess what? Whether the Falcons win or lose, we all going to die one day. Enjoy your life while you have it. Enjoy it. The Falcons will not make you happy. A job will not make you happy. A mate will not make you happy. A house will not make you happy. You make you happy.
They got millionaires who are mad at just life.
Bottom line is, you got a millionaire took his life the other week. Bottom line is this, and I'm going to close, and I got to go. To everybody who joined in the chat, thank you. Appreciate you, Jack. Thank you for having me. But bottom line is this, man. If you're a Falcon fan, ride for your team, man. Ride for your team. I'm not saying you don't have the right to be upset. Hell, be upset. Be upset. You want to curse Raheem out, curse him out. But miss me with all of we need to boycott. Miss me with that. Miss me with where I need to go as a fan. You know, if you don't want to go, then you don't have to go. But either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. And when you start talking that reckless nonsense about how to be a fan, and most of y'all ain't been a fan for 30 years, shut up. Okay? That's it, folks. Jack, I thank you. Carrie, I thank you. Chat, I thank you. You guys can see me at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube, For My ATL Movies 1 on YouTube. I got to go make the world safer for wireless customers. I will shut up and hang up and watch you guys. Thank you.
Mic drop.
Hey,
Love you, T-Will.
big shout out T-Will for ATL Sports one time for the fan. T-Will went off like
Wow.
Ric Flair for a minute there.
Wow.
So it took me back to WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 5 or some shit.
Wow. Steel
I was getting ready to grab my
too.
chair and start smashing the damn computer and shit. I was like, oh,
I'm
shit.
ready to run through a wall after that speech.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, hey, where's the Undertaker at this point?
Right.
Right? That's like a Kane getting ready to choke slam you, and then the steel chair hits you over the back. Like, who the hell is that? Like, Stone Cold's in the ring. T-Will, man. 1977?
Sheesh. Yeah, I wasn't even thought about yet.
I wasn't even born yet. 1977, he's been rooting for the Atlanta Falcons. I see where T-Will's coming from, Carrie.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm not going to tell anybody how to fan. You do what you want to do, but to criticize me for supporting my team till the end, you know, through the ups, the downs, like, I just think that's just crazy, in my opinion. Like, I really got criticized today for being a diehard fan. I mean, wow. But it is what it is. Everybody's different, but I'm not going to criticize somebody else for doing how they want to do. And I would appreciate if I don't get criticized for supporting my team no matter what. But yeah, it is what it is. It's tough times, you know. People are upset, and I get it. I'm upset too. Just because I support my team no matter what, and it's the logo, you know, till the end, doesn't mean I'm not critical of this team.
Right.
And the coaching staff. I mean,
how many games are left, Gary?
I mean, hopefully none. No.
Shit, like make the season be over tomorrow, right?
I'm kidding.
Black Mondays tomorrow. Got the Seahawks, got the Bucks,
the Aints,
the Cardinals,
not the Panthers anymore,
and the Rams. You got 5 games left. And the season, November 30th, Falcon fans, we can call it. Season started in September, ends November 30th. Didn't expect that. This is the team that I expected to play late into January. It's a team that I thought was going to be able to make some, you know, adjustments, looking something similar to what the Bears did, what the Colts did. And it's unacceptable. But at the end of the day, I still put on my Falcons gear. I still got to walk into work and explain to, my crew that, things will get better. You know, they're going to tell me, you've been saying that since 2017. I've been in my job for 20 plus years. You've been saying that since 2017. Same old shit. That's what they're going to tell me. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? I'm a Falcon fan forever. I ain't changing no team. I saw somebody today on my timeline take a picture. He had on his Colts jersey. I'm a Colts fan. Watch the Colts go win now.
Wait, what?
Hey, that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. I didn't comment. I didn't reshare. I didn't repost. I talked about it on my podcast. But, there's a lot going on, man.
Shout out to Berto, man. He was at the game today.
Berto was at the game thugging it out in the rain. Yo, Berto.
Shout out to Berto, man.
Thugging it out in the rain?
He's a diehard.
40 degrees in the rain, cold, muggy, foggy day in New York. Not too many fans there, too, as well. I saw when they came back from the second half, Kerry, they showed a picture of, behind the bench. There was nobody there. Berto, I hope you didn't stay in your seats all game. I would have moved down. Honestly, I would have moved right to the front row. I would have had to. But you know what I'm saying? Fans, fan how you want to. T-Will's been here since 1977. I was around a little bit later. But we're going to enjoy this offseason. I know it starts probably in the next couple weeks or a month or so. My offseason starts tomorrow. So it's time to go start looking at some players for this draft, looking at coaches who can help rebuild this team if the Falcons do decide to go in that direction. If they don't, that's what they want to do. I'm not Arthur Blank. I'm not Rich McKay. I'm not Terry Fontenot. Berto's in the chat. So y'all know there was no sight of Terry Fontenot at today's game, but Rich McKay, happy-go-lucky ass, was there. Oh, shit. Wait, maybe we get some news this week about where Terry Fontenot was. Maybe. Strapped Up is in the chat. Said he hasn't done anything. We know this, but my question is, how do we fix this? I'm lost. I'm lost for words.
Well, I don't necessarily.
I thought we fixed it back when we let go of Koo.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have the solution because I'm just a fan like you. But my thing is, with 1.5 seasons and his second stint as a head coach, you could see no growth, from last season to this season. In my opinion, I think the writing is on the wall. You see he's not head coach material. Maybe he's one of those coaches that are just better as a coordinator.
And we talked about that, Kerry. Some coordinators are not good head coaches.
Right. And so I don't have the solution, but I just know that the coaching staff, as far as head coach, OC, and honestly, probably special teams is not it.
Somebody said to me earlier and said, well, at least Raheem has the mic down. Usually the mic is up. He's talking to somebody. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to with the mic down? Who are you talking to? Zach Robinson standing right there next to you. Your defensive coordinator is over there right next to you. I want to know, who was Jeff Ulbrich fired up at on the sideline? They had to hold him back.
I don't know, but I like it, honestly.
I tweeted it. Was he fired up at Raheem? Was he fired up at the special teams? Who was he mad at? I saw the coach holding Jeff Ulbrich back like somebody threw a drink on him in the club.
Yeah, but that's what this team needs, somebody like that, honestly. So,
Falcon fans in the chat talking Falcons football. Sonia Nur was in the chat. Totally heartbroken.
Oh, man, I feel you, Sonia.
Brian's in the chat. There's no good. I left a lot of these comments up on the screen. I'm not catching up to them. I wanted the Falcon fans to see the pain, to see the reaction of what these fans go through. There are season ticket holders in this chat. There are fans that's been here since the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all in this chat. One time for the fan is from the fan, for the fan. We don't sit here and say, oh, their opinion doesn't matter. Nope. Now, what we do here at One Time for the Fan. 82 Monte Carlo was literally popping bottles with me in New Orleans a week ago. I walked into the club, 82 Monte Carlo. Jack Spade? You? Jack Spade? Ain't you Jack Spade? One Time for the Fan? Yeah, that's me.
I love it. Monte Carlo.
82 Monte Carlo. Lit as a month. Wait, it was lit. Then I saw him at the game as we were going over there by the Saints, like section 117, 118. He passed me again, like, man, Jack, what up, man? Talking Falcons football. 82 Monte Carlo. He has a voice. People in the chat, Sonia Nerwood, as you can see, people are upset. Hands over the face. Look, we got a guy here in the chat named On the Mark. Falcon fans, if you haven't heard of On the Mark, go check him out. He has a nice channel on YouTube too as well. A lot of content creators here. Berto's in the chat too as well. I don't know if A1 or anybody else is here in the chat, but there's some content creators who are here talking Falcons football. So go check out On the Mark too as well. Of course, Falcon fans all over the world. And, On the Mark is a content creator who has been talking Falcons football for quite some time. So please go check out On the Mark on YouTube as well. Dre TL's in the chat. A lot of Falcon fans are here. Sterling Woods is back in the chat. Is it time for Rod to go, or do we just need an OC? Well, at first, Kerry, it was the DC. It was Jimmy Lake's problem. Then we got through a whole season and said, oh, no, now it's the OC's problem. Now somebody else is getting ready, I think, take over as the new head coach of Oklahoma State. So it's looking like, unless Lane Kiffin needs an OC down at LSU, you might have the same three back.
Oh, no.
You might. I'm just saying.
Don't do that to me, Jack.
I'm just saying. Zach's probably on the phone right now. They're probably in the group chat right now. Like, hey, this was on such and such. This was on Maurice. You might want to get him out the group chat.
That's crazy. And I could see that because he really did come out today and say, oh, offense and defense did enough to win, but not special teams. I'm like, oh, he's really about to scapegoat Marquise now. Here he comes. He's going to be fired tomorrow. Hey. All I know is, man, I kill you, man. He's probably sitting there watching this game with a beard in his hand, just shaking his head like,
My boy Dre TL said this organization is stuck in 285 traffic on a Friday at 5 p.m. in the middle of the summer with no AC with the windows up. Jeez.
Oh, that's tough.
Carrie, if you've never been in 285 traffic in the middle of the summer, it gets pretty bad. Hey, I got it even worse for you, Dre TL. Let's do 75 traffic. Let's do like you're heading downtown Atlanta. Matter of fact, somewhere between that, hell, we get off I-20 going to 75, right there by, let's say, Capitol Ave as you bend that corner going around like you're heading up toward Georgia Tech side. Oh, my God. You can't get over. You can't get off. There's nothing you can do. You just got to sit there. And don't let it be an accident. Oh, my God. Don't let it be an accident. Now, your normal ATL traffic, you know how that is, Falcon fans. If you're heading to work, that daily morning commute, afternoon, that type of stuff, Braves game somewhere in the summer gets kind of bad going up that way. Multiple events in the downtown area. But then again, there's just that traffic where it's that one car that broke down in the middle of 75. Oh, my God. The ways you're looking at the GPS, it took me 41 minutes to get here. Now it's taking me 2 hours to get home. But now you're talking about you ain't got no AC and the windows rolled up. Don't let it be a box Chevy with that heat blowing off from the engine. Whoo-wee. Don't let it be that. It's getting ugly out here. Falcon fans talking Falcons football in the chat. I see what y'all saying. A lot of fans have a lot to say about what T. Will said too as well. T. Will, speaking from T. Will. He's a diehard fan. Right? And I guarantee you T. Will means no harm. Right? T. Will doesn't sit out here and look for beef between fans or anything. He's probably been on a lot of people's channels and chats talking Falcons football with a lot of people. Even D. Craig says, shout out to the Birdcage for going representing our Falcons in New York today. I think Birdcage lives up that way, right, Carrie? He lives around that way?
Yeah, he lives in Jersey, I believe.
Yeah, he's up that way.
Yeah, I think he's up there, but yeah. That's cool, though. Shout out to Ryan.
Right. Like I said, there's a lot of Falcon fans here that are really upset.
I'll be in Tampa. In 2 weeks' time, I'll be in Tampa. See me at Ray J.
Carrie, you know what? I was going to go to Tampa, but I'm looking at it I'll just wait till next season.
Oh, wow.
I'll just wait till next season.
Y'all are going to leave me hanging. Wow.
I'm not going to leave you hanging. But,
It's all right. I'm gonna still be there. I'm literally that girl from Jerry Springer. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. Like
Carrie, you know
me
what?
and the Falcons. I'm
I've
gonna
been to
be
a
there.
lot of Falcon games in my career.
You have.
This year I went to, I'm talking about away games. This year I went to one. I only went to New Orleans. And Carrie, you know me. Last year, I'm going crazy. I'm at this city, this place, that place. This year I only went to one. I was only in New Orleans. And I might go to Tampa. I ain't gonna throw that out there. I might go to Tampa. But if I go to Tampa, it's for golf. And then the Falcons game can play in after that. Because the season's done. I'm gonna rise up. I'm gonna turn up. I'm still
We're
gonna
just
champ.
there for vibes.
Huh?
We're there for vibes.
That's it. Even I'm looking at that Arizona game in a couple weeks, like, do I want to go out there and play some golf? Do I want to go out there and play some golf? Because in the past, it was like, oh, the Falcons have a chance to do this, that, and the third. I wasn't playing golf like that. But now, hell, I'm getting ready to get my damn PGA card. It's like, well, shit. Might as well go out there and try to play some of those courses. So, hey, Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know? On the mark said, you can go see the games and fans can choose to boycott.
Right. Everybody can do what they want. And I'm not going to criticize anybody for what they do.
Right.
As long as you're not harming anybody, you know.
One time for the fan is from the fan for the fan. Everybody knows that. That's why we read these comments on the screen. That's why we talk to Falcon fans, about what's going on, about the energy level from the fan base and all this type of stuff. So even for T. Will's standpoint, even if Bodie jumps on here and starts ranting and raving about, Raheem and, certain, things the Falcons are doing, that's why we sit here and give them the platform to talk about it. I know a fan right now that wants Raheem back. Give him another year. They'll get it right next year. I got a fan who's talking about believing in Zach Robinson. He'll get it right next year. Okay.
No,
Hey,
no.
shit. Okay. All right. You got it.
Tag the FBI. FBI.
Atlanta Falcons fan Demis in the chat.
What's
But the one time, I think the emoji didn't work. It says, what's good? Finger red number 1.
Shout out.
Yeah, Debbie's in the chat.
Shout
That's
out
the
to
one time
Pandemic.
emoji with the one finger with the clock too as well. So big shout out. Sonia Nur was in the chat. I traveled to London 2 years ago. I traveled to Berlin this year. And if they go anywhere else, I'm going to support my team and enjoy the experience.
I love it. I love it. Life's too short. You got to enjoy it. Make memories.
There are Falcon fans in the chat that understand that this football team doesn't consume their entire life.
But I have to tell you, Georgia, Texas boy, he's a big supporter of the show. He said, did you see Raheem and Ulbrich have an animated convo on the sideline? So I guess it was Ulbrich and Raheem.
I saw somebody holding back Ulbrich like he's getting ready to put on that O.J. Simpson glove.
Yeah, I just didn't realize he was talking to Raheem.
Somebody was holding back Ulbrich in that third quarter and told him, chill, relax. Ulbrich was like, nah, F this. Let me get off. Like, you know how you're holding somebody back that's getting ready to get into a fight? That's how the dude was holding back Ulbrich. And then again, I didn't see Raheem because the camera quickly panned away from him. Did you see in the first quarter when somebody from the Jets team pushed their coach and the cameras quickly turned away from turned away as well? Yeah. I text my Jets friend. I said, who is that just pushed your coach? Somebody just pushed one of the coaches over there on the sideline.
Right.
That's a 2-9 team against a 4-7 team today. None of these teams are fighting for the playoff spot. But they're over there fighting with the coaches. Coaches fighting amongst each other. I ain't seen no fans fight. That's one thing. This ain't the Cowboys-Eagles game. I ain't see that. But I can tell you this. I saw somebody hold Jeff Ulbrich back. Like, Ulbrich was getting ready to get off in somebody. And hopefully their back wasn't turned because it looked like it was going to be a sucker punch getting ready to happen.
Maybe he's sick and tired, man. I mean, he's had this defense night and day difference from last season. So maybe he just wants to win and he's sick and tired of, offense, special teams, head coach. I can't really be mad at him for it.
I think Terry said Terry Fontenot because he looks like him. Terry's in the chat. He said, hope Terry Fontenot isn't a healthy scratch for next week. Jesus.
Oh, wow.
That's tough. What is going on here?
Oh, wow. I mean,
that is tough.
Kadero Hodge, and Casey Washington were crazy stuff.
I'm just saying, Falcon fans.
Crazy stuff going on.
4-8. I was arguing with some fans. Not really arguing. I was just talking to some fans about. They said we have a chance to make the playoffs. I said, where? Where do you see that happening? Oh, if this team wins and this team, no. Don't get fooled by the end of the hunt. They're playing with your emotions.
They're trying to give us some hope.
They're trying to give you hope. Don't get fooled by the end of the hunt. We're not in the hunt. We're being hunted.
Oh, no. He said he had the foam number 1 finger. It didn't work. It's all right, Fandemic. We appreciate you.
Right. And the fans are in the chat going crazy, man. And look, this is what we can do. If you're new here, head over to YouTube. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know, one time for the fan, we always love talking Falcons football with everybody.
Right.
That's the good thing about one time for the fan, because we welcome all guests to come talk Falcons football with us. There's a lot of comments in here. There's over 100-something people in here watching. There's a lot of comments in here from a lot of people, from Facebook, from Twitter to YouTube. There's probably player family in here. We respect all the players on the team. So shout out to the player family that's watching. Shout out to D'Angelo Malone and his family too as well. I was talking with his mom earlier. But there's a lot of people just across different platforms that watch One Time for the Fan, even those on Spotify, those on Amazon podcasts, those on I forget, iTunes, Apple podcasts, that listen to the show, that watch the show, fans from different fan bases too as well that watch the show and listen to it. And you know, they respect what we do. And shout out to you all. But you know, when you have a team that's not winning, you know, it is very difficult, as you can see from the comments. It's a lot of fans that are upset, that are disappointed, that are frustrated. And I totally get it, right? But I'm not going to be the negative fan to just say F this organization, or just say F this team, or just say F all of this. Because like I said earlier, I have to go to work tomorrow. And I think the PS5 is in rest mode right now. So now I got to go crank back up that 2K. But I got other things. And I'm sure most of you all have other things to do to take your frustration and your disappointment away from the Atlanta Falcons. Right? If you wake up tomorrow and you spend your whole day going at the Atlanta Falcons fan base or just the organization, it's not changing anything, because they still have to go out there and play Seattle next week. Even the week after, they have to go play Tampa. The week after that, they have to go play Arizona, and then the Rams, and so forth. And for us here as fans of the team, you know, it's a long wait for the offseason. It's a long wait to find out when that next coaching change is going to happen. If they fire Raheem tomorrow, then they fire Raheem tomorrow. If they fire Raheem next week, then they fire Raheem the following week. If they fire Raheem January 10th or February 8th, it's a long wait for that. It's November 30th. So that's the disappointing part, that we had to call the season as early as the Jets fans. We got to call the season as early as the Saints fans, calling the season as early as the Las Vegas Raider fans. I didn't expect that. And, you know, it's disappointing. But at the end of the day, we all have stuff to do, right? Mm-hmm. Now, one thing we can go do to, you know, help pick up this negativity is to go root for those Georgia Bulldogs if you're a Bulldog fan. Go root for those Atlanta Hawks if you're a Hawks fan. The Braves going to be getting back into spring training in a couple months. And, you know, Atlanta United, the soccer team too as well. Atlantic Dream, the WNBA team. Some of y'all just rep Atlanta to rep Atlanta. Just rep Georgia to rep Georgia. So if you guys have the time on your hands, don't spend too much of it on the Atlanta Falcons. They're 4-8. The season is done. We know what the Falcons need to do to get better. And if they're going to make those moves and make those steps to get better, then we all will be here for it. But I personally am not going to spend my 24/7 sitting here going at the Atlanta Falcons, because at this point in time, season is over. I'm focused on 2026. So that's going to be my next step, looking at the draft, looking at some free agents, looking at players' contracts, and seeing who could be coming and going. So you might even see a mock draft randomly pop up from one time for the fan in the next couple of days because this season is done. Right? I'll still be in the building next week for the Falcons Seahawks game. You best believe I'll be in the building for that. And even for when they go play the Rams and the Saints, and I might make that trip to Tampa or Arizona because I know, like Kerry said, it's about the vibes at this point, right? We're not going to make the playoffs. That's the ultimate goal, is to making that playoff and making that Super Bowl push and that run. But now we just had to watch other teams do it. It sucks because you got to wait so long for the season to end because there's so many games left to be played. And then you got to get to the playoffs. Then you got to get to the Super Bowl and the Pro Bowl and all this other stuff. But I feel good about some of the players that we do have here. Like Dre TL said earlier, watching the development of some of these young guys is going to be pretty good. James Pierce and Jalen Walker and some of these guys, Xavier Watson, when Billy Bowman comes back and all that type of stuff. So, Michael L checking in from Puerto Rico right now. So it's going to be great to sit here and watch the offseason to know that, we could make those same adjustments that the Bears made and the Colts made and some of these other teams to hopefully get over the hump. But if we go into this next year and it's the same problems and we're looking at 9-year drought, oh man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But at the end of the day, we still have some other things to do in our lives. Take care of your family, taking care of your friends and people around you, people that you love and all that type of stuff. So, don't dwell too much on the Atlanta Falcons because, they're still getting their $1 million contracts. Paychecks are coming out Tuesday. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to start wrapping up this show. I mean, comments. Look at the comments. So many people in here talking Falcons football. I respect you all. Somebody else in here named Dre Nelson's in the chat. So many people in here talking Falcons football. Yuri, Georgia, Texas boy, Fandemic, Sterling Woods.
Shout out to John Moreno. He says
John Moreno
from Galveston, Texas.
Checking in from Galveston, Texas. Fans in the ATL, fans outside of the ATL, fans that's in New Zealand. Shout out to Online Tuna too as well. Fans that's in Puerto Rico, Michael L. Island Mike. You got people in New York. You got people that's checking in at the airport on the way back from New York, catching the red eye, catching the late flights. You got content creators in here, all talking about the Atlanta Falcons, and that's what we respect here on One Time for the Fan. It's always from the fan for the fan. It's always going to be that. That's why I don't never change about my stuff. That's why I'll never, Jack Spade, man, you ain't out here cussing out the team and you doing that. Why should I? My check is Friday. Their check is Tuesday, and as you can see from the pay difference, they're going to get a couple million versus me.
But Jack, that's why they're mediocre, because you're not boycotting. That's what they told me today.
I mean,
like crazy stuff.
Remember we talked about before we went live. We said, Carrie, just be prepared for what the comments could be. Yeah, and Carrie knew it because Carrie was in the chat talking with us earlier about how this organization is doing and the team, and we lost to the Jets, and everybody's disappointed. We get it. Definitely. We understand. But Carrie has to wake up and take her kids to school tomorrow and get ready for work tomorrow and do all this other stuff. And we all do. But I don't want everybody to sit here and spend your 24/7 dwelling on these Atlanta Falcons like you're getting ready to go grab a gas can and go stand outside the stadium waiting for that first door to open on Sunday. Don't do all that. Right? Let's just focus on what we need to do to get better and how we can get better. Because those times will come. I keep saying that every team is going to have their day. Just the Atlanta Falcons ain't having their day right now. Maybe it's next year. The Bears ain't been good since 2018. Look at the Bears now. The Colts been having some horrible seasons. Look at the Colts now. Go back a couple years ago with the Lions, how bad they were. Remember the Bengals when they were trash? Remember the Bills when they were trash?
Jack. It's like I'm trying to see the common denominator in all these teams that have turned it around after us. It's like it seems like it's the coaching. So that's all I got to say. We got to fix the coaching.
It starts somewhere. Some people are calling out Arthur Blank. Some people are calling out Terry Fontenot. Some people are calling out the coach.
I'm just not calling out Arthur Blank only because I know he's not going to sell the team. People say, "Oh, sell the team." He's not going to sell the team because you want him to sell the team. So I'm trying to be a little more realistic. as far as the coaches. That's why I say the coaches need a change.
You don't want me for special teams coordinator, Yuri. I'm squib kicking every play. Squib kick. Every time we kick off. Squib kick. Like this guy doesn't never kick it into the end zone. Squib kick.
Oh,
Hey man, I'm just looking at this, man. Just trying to crack some jokes and have some fun with the fan base. Big shout out to all the content creators that showed up here tonight. Everybody who's in the chat talking Falcons football. Let's go ahead and wrap this show up because next thing you know, we're going to be here till 11, 11:30, 12, talking about what? The Atlanta Falcons. So great show tonight. Honestly, I think everybody that showed up tonight, remember, if it's your first time here, or if you're checking in from Facebook or you haven't been to the YouTube channel, head over to the YouTube channel, right? And go ahead and hit that like button. Let's run the likes up tonight, right? If you guys enjoyed chatting amongst each other, if you guys enjoyed chatting with me, Terry, and Carrie, go ahead and run those likes up, right? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button too as well. Matter of fact, let me put it up on the screen. There's a lot of people here that probably never even heard of One Time for the Fan. And that's the cool thing about it because, we're one of those new podcasts that, we built our following off of just going live. Like you don't see a lot of pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. Fans have asked us multiple times to do that type of stuff. Not too many shorts and stuff. We just go live and fans can jump in and talk with us and just use the chat to express their opinions and their facts about the Atlanta Falcons. And that's what we do here on the platform. So as you can see right here, One Time for the Fan, head on over, hit that subscribe button so that way you can stay in tune to what One Time for the Fan has going on. And, there's going to be a Christmas giveaway coming up. You remember when we did the giveaways last time? Everybody has a good job, had a good time with it. Shout out to Keith Simmons in the chat too as well. A lot of fans showing up here as we're getting ready to wrap it up. But hey, One Time for the Fan, like I said, it's from the fan for the fan. So big shout out to everybody here in the chat. Even questions that people are asking, Trucker Mike, do we trade or tag Kyle in the off season? You see, Carrie, if we continue this, we're going to be here for another 30, 45 minutes, right?
Well, okay, I'll just give my shout out and I'll quickly answer his question.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Jack. Shout out to T Will, Bodie, and 404 Proof. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We seriously appreciate you. Fan how you want to fan. But we're going through tough times as a fan base, so like try not to go at each other, right? Like save that energy for the ain'ts, right?
These are the times where fans will start going at each other due to the record, and then it turns into, well, meet me at this gas station. Well, I'm already here. Like, oh shit. Well, can y'all live stream it?
Me, they gotta meet me in the yacht. They gotta come all the way down to Florida. So if they want to fight me over the Falcons being losers right now. So I'm just saying, I don't got time for that. But all that to say, shout out to everyone in the chat. Seriously, we do appreciate you so much for coming and talking Falcons with us. It's like a vent session, when we're losing to the 2-win Jets. Or
the 1-win Dolphins.
Right.
Or the 0-2 Panthers.
Oh man, you gotta talk it out, right? So I appreciate y'all for listening to us and chiming in the conversation. But to answer Trucker question, I don't think I think Kyle Pitts needs a change of scenery. And I think he'll probably get like a 3-year deal. It's probably gonna be like in the $30 million range. And I don't think the Falcons have that, unfortunately. And I honestly think you can get a guy with similar production, maybe in the draft or free agency. So I'm not giving Kyle Pitts a $35 million contract, 3-year contract. I'm just not doing it for a tight end with the production we've gotten, unfortunately. And we just have too many holes on this team to pay a tight end that money. So if I was keeping anybody, it'd be Tyler Algier, because I feel like keep this up. We're going to run Bijan into the ground. I'd rather have Tyler here if we have an OC that knows how to efficiently use both, running backs. But that's another story. So to answer your question, no, I think he had a good game today, but no, we're not going to keep him, at least if it was up to me.
I'll say this about the Kyle thing. Does Kyle, and it goes to all the players, Carrie, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we'll get back to it on Tuesday night. Wednesday, I'll be at the Hawks game, so I won't be able to do a podcast. But does Kyle want to be here?
I don't think so.
This is not Madden.
Change of scenery. Yeah.
Right, but this is not Madden where I can just go give him whatever money he wants, and you see that little green bar turn from yellow straight to green, and guess what? Contract accepted. Do these
Right.
players want to stay? Jesse Bates, does
No,
he want to be here? Tyler
no.
Algier, does he
They want to
want to
win.
be here?
They want to win.
Right? It's been multiple years of not winning.
Yeah.
So there are things that, I'm sure fans will want to look at and say, oh, we'd love for this guy to be here. We'd love for this guy to continue on with the Atlanta Falcons. But what is his agent saying? Right? What is his manager saying? What is his family saying? What is his friends and his peers saying about being in Atlanta? That's why sometimes you lose these players and it's like, whatever. Remember last year, Kerry, I told you Justin Simmons looked me dead in my face and said, yeah, we might be able to run it back. Where the hell is Justin Simmons now? It's not like these guys are going to come in here and just, oh, yeah, we had a losing season. Everything will be better next year. Some of these players are up and out, man. We grabbed Jesse Bates from a team that was in the Super Bowl. We grabbed Jesse Bates from a team that was in the Super Bowl. We told Jesse Bates that this team would be much better.
Mm.
And it's been 4 years, and that man hasn't even smelled the playoffs.
He hasn't even smelled a winning record.
Not even a winning record. He came from a
That's
team that
sad.
had winning seasons. He came from a team that was on the up and up with a young quarterback, a young flashy receiver, on the brink of winning a Super Bowl. I know they lost it, but they was there. And then we grabbed Jesse Bates. Oh, he's in the club with AJ. Oh, he's in the club. He's in the club with the manager and the agent. Oh, yo, it's about to happen. 4 years, nothing. And then you want to go what? Pay Jesse to be what? The highest paid safety? Jesse will look at it and say, I appreciate that, but the Chiefs just called. The Colts just called. The Eagles just called. The Steelers just called. Yeah, look at that too. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we'll get to the contracts a little bit later, right? But do these players want to be here? It's not about just, we can just give them the money and just keep them here. Do they want to be here?
Right.
Somebody can give me $36 million right now to be an Atlanta Falcon player right now, and then you have somebody coming to give you 50-something million from another team. It's like, well, I like what they got over there. So we'll see. Well, yeah, let's get to these shout-outs. I know Carrie's almost finished here.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. Seriously, appreciate you guys so much. And let's just hope that change is made and we have a better season next year. It's all you can do, honestly. No sense in dwelling in it and letting it ruin your day or ruin your week or month or your mental health. There's much more serious things in life. So shout out to everyone, though. Seriously, we appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night,
Falcon
everyone.
fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Z Carrie's gone. Terry's gone. I'm still here. But at the end of the day, Falcon fans, I'm going to continue rocking this Atlanta Falcons gear. I'm going to continue supporting my team. Right? And big shout out to the Loach in the chat. DD's in the chat. What's up, D? I'm heartbroken. I hate that. I love this team sometimes. Disappointment within a lot of these teams. At the end of the season, there's only one winner for a lot of these sports. Can't share titles. So there's a lot of college football fans that's rooting for Indiana. Oh, they're the underdog. They haven't been there before. They might get beat. Look at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech fans were on the high horse this year. Michael said, put a condom on it and wrap it up. Michael's in the chat. Georgia Tech fans were on that high horse this year. Oh, we're going to beat the dogs. Oh, we played them in the gridiron game in the Benz. We're coming for the ACC title. Got Haynes King. Look at us. We're undefeated. Then they lose. Then they lose again. And they lose to Pittsburgh. And they lose to the dogs. There's nothing they can do now. They got to wait on next season. Look at Texas A&M. I kept telling my friends about Texas A&M. I said, don't think this team is for real. They're not for real. Then again, the season is not over. They might end up doing some shit in the college football playoffs, end up winning the Natty. I don't think it's possible, but anything can happen. So just look around the league, ladies and gentlemen. Look around any sport. Even in tennis with the Jannik, what's the guy named? Jannik Sinner guy versus Carlos Alvarez. Two top tennis players going at it back and forth earlier this year. People was like, Carlos is going to win. No, Jannik's going to win. Carlos is going to win. Look at soccer with Messi, with the MLS teams, right? Look at Atlanta United. They were heavy on that high horse this year, thinking that they can go out there and get some wins. They started the season this year doing pretty well. And then they ended up doing what? They ended up not getting to the level of where the fans expected. Then the fans decided, hey, we're done with this. Man, I got to tell my kids to get into bed. See that shit? We got life, man. We got life to deal with. Can't be sitting over here dealing with the Atlanta Falcons like that. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff to take care of. We have stuff to do, Falcon fans. And at the end of the day, can't be spending all my time on these Atlanta Falcons like that. We got to go to something else. We got to do something else. Look at what my boy said. They have to get by the Hurricanes. Man, the Hurricane. Jeez, come on, Fandemic. I could have told you about Carson Beck before the season started. I knew this was going to happen. But hey, you know, Fandemic's a Hurricane fan. He believes that this team can get it done. Same like Bama fans next week. Same like Georgia fans next week. Same like Ohio State fans. You know, everybody supports somebody. Lakers are winning right now. They're on a nice little streak. Are they going to win the championship? Who knows? Hawks are winning right now. They have a nice little team even without Trae Young. Are they going to win it this year? Who knows? Got Retro in the chat. Shout out Retro. Says shit won't change until Blank and McKay have no say in the hiring process. Clearly won't happen. Falcons won't ruin my Sundays, bro. We numb to this bullshit by now. Carolina Panthers today coming away with a big win over the 9-2 LA Rams. Ricky Reese, go get behind the Bulldogs and the Hawks. Got DD in the chat. I hope we at least keep the young core together until the casket drop. I'll be tuned in on Sundays. Denver just scored on the Commanders, 20-14. Falcon fans, look, go enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your Tuesdays. I know it's not victory week, but just enjoy what you got ahead of you. Yuri's in the chat. The Hawks are different. Yuri, I'll be there Wednesday night, man. We'll see about these Hawks. You see, I'm catching up to you, Yuri, with these Hawks games. I'm catching up to you. That's 2 this season. Yuri's at every goddamn game. Honestly, the Falcons can go play at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yuri's going to be there. He doesn't care. You know. But yeah, Falcon fans, you can see on the comment section, fans are in the chat talking Falcons football amongst each other, and we totally respect that. Every single comment from every single fan. And there are some fans that probably, you know, said some things about what T. Will said too as well. T. Will is definitely open to talking Falcons football with everybody. He's not the one to put on brass knuckles and tell you meet me in the squared circle. He's not that type of fan. T. Will is a diehard fan. He just loves his team. He's very passionate. Right? So for Falcon fans here that, once again, enjoyed one time for the fan, please head over to YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It goes a long way. If you feel like doing super chats in the future, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you. Apple Podcasts, if you have those too as well, go ahead and hit that follow button on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. If you have those too as well, go ahead and hit that follow button over there. The show will be posted right to those networks as soon as we're done here. Retro Sports says, salute to you one time for the fan. Hopefully we can link up in Glendale, brother. Bro, I'm trying my best to do Glendale. I'm trying my best. That's very close to Christmas, so it's a lot of stuff happening around that time. But I'm going to do my best to try to get there. And I want to play some golf in Arizona. It's going to be cold as shit over here in Atlanta. To get away and go get some 70, high 70s, high 80-degree weather in Arizona around that time, bro. Come on, bro. I'd love to get out there. And I got some family and friends out there in the AZ area too as well. So it'd be great if I if I can get out there and go hang up with them. Yeah. See Georgia, Texas boy asking if you're in the AZ area. He said, yeah, he's out there. So, there's going to be a lot of fans who are going to make that trip to Arizona. So if you don't see me, definitely link up with them. Michael says 89 where he is in Puerto Rico. Well, Michael, it was like 40 something degrees and raining over here in Atlanta today. So kind of like the temperatures, kind of like the conditions they had in New York today played out over here in Atlanta too as well. It was damn near raining all over the South. So yeah, man. Falcon fans, just hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Continue to support One Time for the Fan. And there's a lot of other content creators to support too as well. Like we mentioned, On the Mark, that was in the chat earlier. Birdo too as well, 95 North. You got Bigelow Country. Bigelow Country Sports out there. Whenever he's not raking the leaves in my yard, he's talking Falcons football on his podcast. You also have A1 Forever Sports out there putting out nice content. And look at this. To end the show, we got us a super chat. From Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. There's content creators like Atlanta Falcons Fandemic who has been on this show too as well, who we definitely got to get back on the show. Now, Fandemic has been on the show, I think, more than once. And this is a nice brother right here that you can go watch his channel and watch his content and say, I agree with Fandemic on this, or I disagree on Fandemic on this. But Fandemic will always be who he is. And that's why we respect a lot of these content creators, because they're not switching up and change. Man, you got some fans here in the chat that I got to say, shout out to you all. And one of them is Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. I'm telling y'all right now. But he's in here with the super chat. He said, nah, T-Will won't put on the brass knuckles. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to say, meet me at the BP across from the varsity. You talking about over there by Quavo Club? Over there where Quavo at for Migos? All right, now, that's a little trap now. Hey, you pull up on the wrong night, you're going to have a bunch of people to fight over there. I ain't going to lie. It's like a damn car show every time you come over. You can't even get gas. You can't even get gas at that gas station. That is one of those gas stations you pull up and say, nope, not here. Getting the hell out of here. It's a car show. It's a car meet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff happening at that gas station. For me, I'm at the age where if I, back in my 73 Impala days, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My box Chevy days. Oh yeah, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up right there. We ain't getting no gas. We just sitting on the damn trunk. We just sitting on the hood. We just talking. That's all we doing. That's one of them gas stations. You ain't finna go inside that gas station until, here come the police. That's one of them gas stations, man. But for me, I'm at an age now where it's like, oh, them boys out there riding clean, boy. Them boys out there deep. Whoop, right through the red light, going through wherever, right through the green light, wherever I gotta go to the next spot, next destination. I ain't even stopping, man. I'm a changed man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a changed man. I got kids now. Can't be in all that riffraff. But yeah, you know about that BP across from the varsity. You know about it. It's going down over there. It is going down. Oh, you know what? Hey, if you want some more room, Fandemic, right behind the varsity, you got the damn parking lot. That parking lot right there got enough room in it. Y'all can scrap it out right now. Right over there by Apache. We got a park to go to Apache, the cafe spot over there on the other side. Man. I think Goodfellas is still across the street. Is Goodfellas still over there? I can't remember, man. I ain't been over there in so long. I'm at a different part of downtown when I go to Atlanta, man. I don't even go over there no more. I remember there was another club over there somewhere around there, man. So much going on over there, man. But yeah, Fandemic and the chat with the super chat. Big shout out to Fandemic, man. Big shout out to Craig too as well with the super chat earlier. This is a great thing when you got Falcons fans who just want to talk Falcons football, man. At the end of the day, I think everybody here that's a Falcon fan, we're all 4-8. Ain't no fan better than nobody else. We all 4-8. Ain't nobody can say, yeah, but my comments better than yours, man. My subscribers are better than yours, man. Can't say that. We all 4-8. At the end of the day, it's all us together as a fan base. That's what we got. That's what we got left. Everybody going at Raheem and going at Arthur Blank and going at Rich McKay. That boy said I tried to stay in Douglasville. That boy said he up by 20. He said he ain't coming down that way. I get it, man. I totally get it. I'm out east, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm heading to the city, which I am heading to the city, they try to stay in my little area. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Fandemic, man. Retro said, my boss is a Jets fan, bro. It's going to be a long week. Sheesh. You might have called out, boy. You might have tell your boss, hey, what the hell, Retro? Retro said he ain't coming in tomorrow. Yeah, Retro said he ain't coming in all week, dog. Might have see him until after the Seahawks game. Hey, like I said, I've been at my job 20 plus years. I'm finna walk in here tomorrow. I'm finna hear my boss ain't even he gets a fan of any team the Falcons are going against. He might come in here tomorrow with a Bucks hat. The Buccaneers, baby. Shut the fuck up. You don't know this shit about the damn Buccaneers. Came in there last week with a Ravens hat. Lamar Jackson, baby. Get out of here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ricky Reed said, this is good therapy. It is, man. Sometimes you can't call the radio station. You can't get this. Sometimes you can't, not too many people going live at this time. Some people might have some shows here and there, but when you can come in here and talk Falcons football with other Falcon fans and everybody feels that pain together of being 4-8, it is therapy sometimes, right? You're feeding off somebody else's comments about why Raheem needs to go. Right? Why Kirk needs to go, why we can't wait on Penix, why we should wait on Penix, why we should draft this guy, why we should not draft this guy. Sometimes you can't get that on a Facebook group chat. You can't get that in a Discord. Sometimes it's good to go to a live podcast and talk amongst your peers about that. Right? That's what it's all about here, Falcon fans. My boy Mike said, grab you some Doritos, Gatorade, and Sour Patch Kids, man. Shit. I ain't had no Sour Patch Kids in a minute. Doritos and Gatorade sound good, but get that Arizona. Get some Arizona, boy, while you at it now. That's my energy drink right there. That's my go-to. Look, you got stuff right here, too, as well. Retro Sports Talk Show. Look, Fandemic said, just subscribe to your channel, man. That's what you get. That's what you get here at one time for the fan, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Retro. He said, walking in with the old school Dirty Bird logo on. Loyal to the soil. Man, come on, man. Well, they can't stop us, man. We'll see. Aaron Rodgers calls out receivers. ESPN. Aaron Rodgers calls out receivers. Don't the Steelers have a winning record? Aren't they getting ready to go to the playoffs? What's the Steelers record? Where they at? Steelers. Where you at? Come on, Steelers. Where you at with your funky ass? Been waiting for y'all now. Oh, they're 6-6. Oh, their season's on the line. Let's get to this. Get to these standings. Oh, they're 6-6 with Baltimore. Oh boy, they're 6-6 with Baltimore. Oh man. And they play the Steelers they play the Steelers coming up next week. And they play the Ravens next week. And they play the Steelers Ravens at the end of the season. Still got to play the Packers and the Patriots, the Ravens. Oh man. Who the Steelers got to play coming up? Oh man. It's about to be interesting in the AFC North. You want to know something else, Falcon fans? We play the AFC North next year. I know most of y'all probably haven't paid attention to it. We play the Steelers, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Ravens next year. The Steelers got the Dolphins on Sunday. Then they got the Lions. Then they got the Browns. Then the Ravens. Hey, man. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Fandemic said a lot of fans just jump on who's winning. Us Falcon fans, we ride or die. You have to ride or die with these Falcons. You know what it's been like since 2016? Do you know what we've been through since 2016? This is legit, real deal. These are real deal fans with us dealing with us now. This is real deal Falcon business right now. This is for the bird, man. This is for that logo for real. I'm not putting on this hat and turning on this podcast just to get views and subscribers, and I'm not doing that. I'm literally telling y'all how I feel as a Falcon fan. Same for T. Will, same for Kerry, same for Bodie when he's not washing my car. I'm telling y'all. Big shout out to Bodie too as well. Fans be like, where the hell Bodie is? Bodie was with me in New Orleans. Bodie got that full proof podcast. Man, they going crazy, man. Big shout out to Bodie, man. Georgia, Texas boy, exactly. Logo business. That's what it is. William Amy, he's back in the chat. He left and came back. Raheem need to be fired beginning of next year, man. Right. Well, William Amy then came back. He was here around 8:30 when we started, right? He either came back. Hey, man. That's what it is, man. This is what it is. Yeah, they was up 7-0. Steelers were up 7-0, talking heavy against them Bills. Bills done put 26 on them. Quick. My boy Yuri said, I definitely want to hit our AFC North road games next year. I think it's Cincinnati. And Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been to Cincinnati. Ain't shit going on up there. But I tell you this right now, they don't sit down. So if you're going to a Cincinnati Bengals game next year, I hope you're prepared to stand up. Because I told y'all, for those that's been in here, y'all know the story what I told y'all. When I was at that Bengals game last couple years ago, when Ritter was Mariota was the quarterback. And I turned around and I told the Bengals fan, I said, hey, I'm going to stand up a little bit, for my team and, cheer them on, if you don't mind. And the Bengals fan looked at me, he said, that's not going to be a problem. All 4 quarters, they was on their feet. Nobody sat down. They won that game. We came back, tried to make a little push, but they won that game. All 4 quarters, they was on their feet. Stadium was packed. Just saying it, man. I've been to a lot of these stadiums. Been to 20. So I've been there. The Ravens come to Atlanta next year. Just imagine all those Atlanta, Baltimore Raven fans next year when they see Lamar Jackson in the building. That boy Michael said, I would only keep Freddie the Falcon. This has gone too far. This has gone too far. Georgia, Texas boys over here looking for new head coaches. Look at them. This has gone too far. Look at this. Well, somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Hey, man. Tyler Algier gone. Kyle Pitts gone. William Amy's already focused on 2026. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to focus on 2026 at this point. Iron Mike's in the chat. I'm taking the money, free fandom approach until Raheem is fired. Shit. Man, I forgot. I got these damn sound effects, this soundboard. I don't even be using that shit. Shit. Man. I'd be forgetting. I'd be so caught up in the conversation. I got to start getting back to the damn soundboard. No, William Amy, I feel you, bro. He said we got a clean house, including Rich McKay. William Amy, hey, there are fans in here that's going to agree with you. There are fans in here that's going to disagree with you. That's what the channel is about. That's what the podcast is about, man. I respect every single one of y'all in this chat. Everybody who had a comment posted that I did not put on the screen, I still read it. I saw it. It's no disrespect if I didn't put it on the screen. I'm just moving forward with the podcast. But some of y'all know, William Amy, you've been in here before where you might drop 50 comments and 30 of them hit the screen and 20 don't. Same for Michael L. You might say 15 different things and 6 of them hit the screen and 7 don't. It is what it is. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being rude. Right? I think my math is a little fucked up over there too as well. And I know I got that Saints fan. She's going to hit me up. I told you to stop cursing. I'm sorry. We're 4-8. Hey. But we got us a super chat. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Ho. We got us a super chat. We got us a super chat. So super chatty. It's super chatting right now. This is real deal super chat. This is a super chat from Retro Talk, from Retro Sports Talk Show. We got us a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. From T. Will, from Kerry, from Bodie, from myself, we got us a super chat live on the podcast. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button over for Retro Sports Talk Show. If y'all haven't been over there on YouTube, head over there now. Please, if you're listening, drop your socials in the chat, Retro, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, wherever they can find you, so that way people know where to go and find Retro Sports Talk Show. When are you live? When can people hear what you have to say? When is your next discussion amongst Falcon fans? So that way people can join in and get with what you're saying here, man. This super chat right here, it goes a long way. It really does. And that's coming from your boy Jack Spade, man. The boy said, I ain't got shit to say. Just supporting one time for the fan. This is real deal. This is real deal fandom right here, man. This is real deal fan behavior right here, coming from Retro Sports Talk Show. And we couldn't have ended the podcast about 20, 30 minutes ago when Terry left, 15 minutes ago or so when Kerry left. It was just so much going on with y'all, man. I just wanted y'all to get what y'all had to get out. Because that's what the podcast is for, man. That's why when I started One Time for the Fan, I was thinking about the name. You know, one time is something we say in Atlanta. We say one time all the time. Be like, man, one time for this shit, man. One time. That's how it is. But one time for the fan is literally from the fan for the fan. At the end of the day, half of these players may go. The coaches may go. The cheerleaders may come and go. There might be a new Freddy the Falcon in the summer. But one time for the fan ain't going nowhere. Raheem might be gone to another team next year. I'm still here. Michael's still here. Fandemic still here. That's why I was telling y'all earlier with that fan with the Zach LaVine stuff in Sacramento. Can't tell that fan to go home. Go home and do what? Come back the next day. You still ain't playing no defense. You gone to another team in a couple weeks. I'm going to be in my seat. I respect y'all. I honestly do. Each and every one of y'all, man. Like, for real. It's not even just a super chat. It's just the fact that you guys show up to this podcast with your opinions and your thoughts about this team. And you use this podcast as a platform for y'all to speak. Because y'all know that we here at One Time respect it. And we're always going to respect it. Big shout out to Retro Sports Talk Show. Retro also says in the chat, if you guys can't see it, Retro says, ain't posted nothing yet. Time's coming draft season. Thank you, brother. No, thank you. Retro, when you're ready to collab, we ready. We are totally ready when you're ready to collab, Retro. Telling you, man. On the mark, too, as well. I got to get you on the mark. I don't know if you're still here. Got to get on the mark on the podcast. A lot of Falcon fans, we got to get on this podcast. I reached out to some Falcon fans that said, no, Jack, I don't want to talk on the podcast, bro. I'm perfectly fine in the chat. That's cool. Some people are camera shy. Some people are just, maybe audio shy. They don't want to talk on live. That's cool. I was nervous when I first jumped on here too. I was like, what would the Falcon fans say when I jump on here? How do they take this? How would they feel about, a fan talking about the team? And then we did a show for 4 hours and a bunch of people jumped in there. It's like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. But that's when we had like 2 subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Views. You need a new voice. You love Marcus on the mark? Yeah, we can get on the mark in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Berto's been here a few times. I gotta get Miles Garrett back. Rex Show, we might have to get you on here too, bro. I know you might be waiting for the draft and the upcoming offseason and stuff, but we can start plugging the channel now, bro. We can get you in here, bro. Talk some Falcons football, man. Hell, it's damn near like the offseason right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We 4-8, bro. So we got to wait till February to talk no Falcons football, man. You know what I'm saying? We get you in here soon, bro. I mean, most of y'all have seen we bring a lot of special guests to the channel, panels and all different type of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's literally us communicating with other special guests, Falcon fans, people in the chat, people that fans want to see. Fans respect a lot of these other podcasters. We bring them to the channel, spend 20, 30 minutes talking. Man, I've known Uncle Steve for like 2-3 years, bro. We had Uncle Steve on for the first time earlier this year, like during the bye week. For the first time, I done been on different panels with Uncle Steve, and I done talked amongst group chats with Uncle Steve. Had him on there for the first time. Tidy too as well. We gotta get Tidy on. Y'all know Tidy from Bird Gang? We gotta get Tidy on, though. Damsky. I know y'all know Damsky too as well. He be on Twitter. We had Damsky on recently too as well for the first time. I've been talking with all these people for months, for years. We had Pound for Pound on too as well. Remember Pound for Pound ATL? John from Out of Your Falcon Mind. We still didn't get Mike on. We had John from here, Out of Your Falcon Mind on. Big Little Country been on a few times. So from me to you, Retro Sports, man, shout out to you, bro. This is a super, super chat coming from Retro Sports Talk Show. So for fans that, are going to be awaiting, the first bit of content he's going to be putting out, man, head over there and hit that subscribe button for the boy. I have a feeling that he's going to be talking about something that y'all want to hear. Look, got my boy Cool as Dre in the house. Got Cool as Dre in here. We getting ready to wrap it up. Cool as Dre done jumped in. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, this shout out went longer than expected. But this is a shout out from me to y'all, man. Like, this is what the shout out's for. I was going to start just naming a bunch of shit. The chat is doing the shout outs for me, man. Fandemic said, I remember hitting that 100 subscribers mark thinking, wow, realizing there were fans that couldn't wait to talk Falcons football. Bro, when I hit 5 subscribers, I was like, 5 subscribers? You serious? 5 people really like One Time for the Fan? And I already had a nice little impact with the fan base, so fans knew me. But then again, it's difficult when you're trying to get on the YouTube space versus seeing these people live and in person. It's totally different. It's 2 different things. But then again, fans really rock with what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm glad that we've reached where we are to have over 1,000 subscribers. But we're not at that level where Smitty them is. Smitty's been on the show too. Smitty got what? 50,000 subscribers, man. Smitty's up there. Like, Smitty is up there. Like, there's a lot of people that's over that 10,000 mark. That's super great. That's super cool that they're continuing making content and continue doing this. Michael said, Uncle Steve, Country, Tidy, Reverend John, Historian, On the Mark, love them all. Bro, I was on a panel the other day with some Falcon fans, It was a group called Coach's Corner. I didn't even talk to Coach's Corner, man. We had a great conversation. And then we had the eye test on there. Shout out to the eye test. I haven't had him on the channel yet. We had a great conversation. Right? Historian Ryan can talk football with y'all like all day. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the love that we receive here at One Time for the Fan, it goes right back to every one of those content creators. Because Berto know I'll pick up the phone and call Berto tomorrow and have an hour conversation with him and not even put it on the podcast. Bro Talk. We had Bro Talk on the channel earlier this year for the first time. You know what I'm saying? It's really just, us just representing the fan base. And that's what I really enjoy about doing this podcast. It's about knowing that y'all respect what One Time got going on, and we respect y'all too. So with that being said, man, I might go get on this 2K. If not 2K, I'm going to go on this GTA. I'm in these gamer chats, and they're already going crazy. Like, man, get online. I got some time on my hands, so I might have to do it. But shout out to everybody in the chat talking Falcons football with us tonight. Shout out to everybody who has a channel, who has a page, either on Twitter, social media, Instagram, YouTube, content creators out there, podcasters worldwide. I'm not the biggest podcaster. I don't have no contract signed with CBS, none of that shit. That boy said GTA RP. Boy, we trying to run them heists, boy. My homeboy said he got the what's that shit called? What they say? He hit me up. He said he got what's this? Selling product. Some product they got. Some stuff. What is that? He's the CEO of that thing. What's that stuff, man? I don't even know, man. I ain't been on GTA in a minute, boy. He could say he needs a couple people to come help him, man. That boy said Tito's on me, man. Oh, let me go get my bottle, man. Tito's is right. It's right over there. Tito's and Cran is what we drinking, man. Tito's and Cran. But yeah, Dre, it's some mission with the heist. I know about you need the 4 players and all that type of stuff, but some CEO missions he be running where he needs a crew and all this other stuff. So that's gonna be kind of crazy. It's something that you have to do in the open lobby where he needs a bunch of players. I don't know what it is, but I was in it the other day. I don't know if it's like the motorcycle club or what it is, but there was a bunch of us running around the lobby just destroying shit. And I was like, yo, this is super fire. Because I ain't been on GTA in a minute. I've been trying to get my player better on 2K because I run with some really good players, these green light guys. So I've been trying to get my 2K player better since I had to switch over to a center. But yeah, man, this is so cool just talking everything with y'all, man. No Carrie, no Terry, but they still One Time. They still probably in the chat watching, but head over to the Instagram page, y'all. Have some stuff I posted on the stories today. Some more content that will be posted in the channels too as well. My boy said he played Warzone, a lot of GTA. I didn't even get on that new Black Ops yet. I've been seeing the reviews. Boy, I might have to wait till either Cyber Monday tomorrow or Christmas to get on. I ain't finna pay no full price for that after them reviews that I saw. So we ain't finna pay no full price, but we probably gonna get on that GTA. If anything, that PS5 or that 2K. I ain't make a decision yet. Or I might just go chop up some content. I got my golf channel I'm working on too as well. I got a lot of golf content that I'm getting ready to start chopping up and put out. TikTok's doing pretty well, so we finna get ready to put that on YouTube now. I got my Jets fan over here talking trash to me, so I ain't finna say nothing to him. Hey, good night, Mike, man. Big shout out to Mike shaking in from Puerto Rico, man. Mike saying good night before me, man. Let me go ahead and wrap this show on up, man. Hey, look, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to all the Falcon fans worldwide, wherever you're at. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep representing. Keep taking care of your family. Keep taking care of your friends. We're gonna be back Tuesday night. It's normally Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we're gonna be back Tuesday night talking Falcons football with you all. Any changes, any updates, just another opportunity for y'all to jump in here with us and chop it up with us. And you know, get your thoughts out, you know, what you feel about the team. You know, I've had some people tell me they wait for the podcast just to say what they want to say. And that's cool because, like I said, this podcast is for y'all too. It's not for me. It's from the fan for the fan. We are all fans here. We're all 4-8. But at the end of the day, much respect to everybody here who joined in tonight. And one thing, what we can do, remember this now, Falcon fans. If you're watching, look, if you're watching right now, go ahead and drop a rise up in the chat. This is one thing that we've been doing here on the channel just to close out the show. Just so that way everybody, you know, can agree on one thing, you know, even though the season is not the way it's looking like we want it to be. But we all had a good conversation today, chatting amongst each other. Fandemic said he's gonna catch up with me, man. Big shout out to Fandemic. Don't forget to subscribe over there to Fandemic's channel. Like, share, and subscribe button. But if you're watching right now, if you're listening right now, oh shit, it's Sunday. Welcome to Dairy. I go watch that new episode. Drop that rise up in the chat, right? Just like Smooth C, you know what I'm saying? Just like Retro in the chat. Drop that rise up in the chat. Because at the end of the day, man, that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got. We got these Atlanta Falcons, who's having a tough time this year, but as a fan base, you know, that rise up can also go a long way too as well. It really shows that, you know, we support these boys, we rock with these boys, even though it's tough times, but they got to get some stuff together and get out here and get better. But you know, I think we all got something to look forward to, whether it's good or bad with these Atlanta Falcons. That boy said that welcome to Dairy getting good. Hey, boy, I ain't finna drop no spoilers in here. We got some people that's probably getting ready to watch it, but tonight's episode should be what, you know, I think you already know what's gonna happen, bro. Oh, don't forget about that Stranger Things too, bro. Oh my God, bro, that Stranger Things, bro. That season 5, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm just ready for House of the Dragons to come back on, bro. Wait till that House of the Dragons come back on. What's up, Boogeyman? Boogeyman in the chat. You said rise up. The new Welcome to Fair was good. Yeah, man. Welcome to Derek. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's one of them shows, you know, you definitely got to watch when the kids go to sleep. You know what I mean? You can't watch it when they're over there running around the house. They see that red balloon floating around. You be like, oh shit, what happening when that red balloon floating around there, man? Yeah, man, you gotta watch some of these shows. That's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff will take you away from the Atlanta Falcons quickly, regardless if you watch Stranger Things or if you watch Welcome to Dairy, the It series, or if you get on the video game, or if you have to head to work for your third shift, or you're getting ready to get your clothes together for work tomorrow, you got to go hit the gym, you know, whatever you got to do. Just take your mind away from these Falcons sometimes, man, because you can't sit over there punching the wall and, you know, kicking the concrete on this type of shit, man. So we just got to keep it moving, man. And for me, hey, I'm finna go watch that episode. That's what I was finna go do. I was finna get on the game, but I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that next episode because it's going down. It's going down in a major way. But yeah, man, drop that rise up in the chat. Gary's in the chat. You know, we're all Falcon fans here together, and I definitely just want to say thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tuesday night, we back talking Falcons football, man. Definitely bring out your Falcon gear, put on your Falcon shirt, Falcon socks, Falcon hat, you know what I'm saying? And just come represent with us, man. You know, we just trying to, you know, keep the positivity going with this fan base and, of course, with this team. None of us here in the chat play on the team, you know, so all we can do is just share our opinions and our facts of what the team could be doing or what they should be doing. Atlanta Fandemic said a lot of that Stranger Things was filmed on one of the properties I maintain. Was that the one from this couple of seasons ago, bro? I remember they had something in Decatur. They had something over there not too far from my house. I think they're out there in like the country now, though. You know, a lot of good shows was filmed here in Atlanta too. I remember The Walking Dead was filmed out here too as well. But yeah, Pandemic. Hey, I know this is the last season, but if they do decide on coming back, you know what I mean? Shoot your boy an invite, man. Come out to the property, man. I'm just trying to see them boy film it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Reese said Power Force is good too. What's Power Force? I ain't never heard of Power Force. What's Power Force, man? What channel is that on? I'll watch some shows now. Hold on. Power Force? I ain't never seen that one. I know they got this show. It's on Apple TV, man. I saw it the other day. You got like King Kong and some other people on there, man. Some like it's like I don't know, man. It's strange, man. It says it's on season 2. But I'm gonna find out. That boy said just got out the road for a few days, finna kick back, just poured a double tequila is needed. Hey, my boy's out there in New Orleans drinking with your boy, man. He's still out there sipping light, man. Hey, drink responsibly, man. Like you said, you just got out the road, man. So, you deserve that drink if you feel like you need it, man. Just make sure, you're in a safe and responsible place. He said the Power series. Power. Hey, let me tell you something. Boy, don't hate on me, boy. Do not hate on me, but I don't watch Power. I don't watch Power. I'm telling you that right now. I don't watch it. I don't watch Power. I haven't seen one episode. I couldn't tell you. I know there's somebody named Ghost on there. I don't know what Ghost is doing. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It ain't it. Welcome to Derry. It ain't Stranger Things. And it damn show ain't Game of Thrones. Them the shows that I'm on right there. You know what I'm saying? And look, we got a celebrity in the chat, man. Real celebrity. My boy Big Low. My boy Big Low in the chat, man. He said, Jack, I know it's dark, but you didn't leave the trash can out by the road like you said you would. God damn. Hey, my boy Big Low. My boy said, no, it's dark, but you didn't leave the trash can out like you said you would. You see, if I would have ended the show 10 minutes ago, we wouldn't have no comments like this, no jokes like this to keep the show going, man. But hey, shout out to Big Low, man. I did leave the keys in the mailbox for you if you want to, pull the van out and put it over there across the street, man. The HOA came by the other day, said you need to go ahead and take care of that van that's sitting out there, man. So if you want to go ahead and do the alignment on the tires, that'd be great. 82 Monte Carlo said, "Is Stars Power Force?" But I don't watch no Star series, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not a fan of Power. I'm not a fan of it, bro. I'm just not. I don't know. It's just something about 50 Cent shows, bro. I just can't watch, bro. It's like they reading from a cue card, bro. I just can't, bro. Power in the beginning was a must-see, but has lost its edge. That's how I feel about Walking Dead, bro. Walking Dead used to be that show. You had to be there Sunday nights at 9. You had to be there. The beginning with Carl and Rick and Herschel and Meryl and Daryl and all them. You had to be there. But then it just went straight downhill, and it was like, who are these characters they got on this show now? I have no idea, nor do I care about it. But yeah, he said he stopped watching Power when Ghost was killed. Oh shit! You see, I didn't mention that he was on the show. The Joker dead, so I don't even know, bro. I don't even watch this stuff, man. Yeah, that boy. Yeah, he said once Glenn got popped, it was a wrap for The Walking Dead. Yeah, it was ugly, man. Matter of fact, that first season or two with Negan, it was dope. And then after a while, it was like, where they going with this? You know what I'm saying? When they brought that tiger, when that tiger got in there, I was like, goddamn tiger over here killing zombies. Like, man, come on, this shit, man. Like, man, you can't be doing this type of stuff, man. But hey, Landman with Billy Bob Thornton and Demi Moore look good. But I ain't even get a chance to watch that. Cool as Dre said, Landman is good. Okay. Don't put me on game now, because I'll get on it. Don't put me on game. I'm sitting here thinking to Landman. Okay, Landman. We'll look into that. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this show up. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I know Carrie's going to say thank you all. I know Terry would say thank you all. I know Bodie 3000, if he was here, would say thank you all. So really appreciate everybody. What you can do, like I said, head over to YouTube. One Time for the Fan. Type it in and just hit the like button on the video. Let's run the likes up. Also on Facebook, One Time for the Fan. Just type it in. Hit the like button to follow the page too as well. Run the likes up. And then on YouTube, once again, if you're back over there, hit the subscribe button if your first time there. And continue telling people about One Time for the Fan. Like, that's just what we do. Same like Retro Sports Talk Show. Continue telling people about Retro when he has his show out. Same for Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. Same for 95 North Berto. Same for Mark's show. Same for A1 and Country. Just continue running it up. You know what I'm saying? We're a big fan base, and we got to stick together. So thank you all for being here tonight, man. I am definitely up out of here. Matter of fact, I'm pressing the button in 3, 2,